Testing. Oh, good, that works. Yay! Oh wow, 6 people here. Can you hear me? Okay. Can you hear me? Oh wait, I better take care of being able to see the comments. There is a comment section there, but there's nothing showing yet. Leave a comment, folks. Probably already have. I might have to use my phone for that. Um. Just going to my channel. There I am. Hello. Oh, there's an ad. Bloody ads. What are you gonna do? Oh, there is. I can't. Oh yeah, I can see them now. X Connor X. Hey, X Connor X says, "Hey Dean, can you hear me all right? Am I coming through loud and clear? Can you hear the music in the background? These are all things I'd like to know." Lee Bowers. Hey Lee, we'll get to that. We'll rev up a little bit. I was gonna go in guns blazing and just claws out, but I'm gonna be professional. Otherwise, I know what I'm like. I'll end up taking this down if it's too negative and if I'm ranting too much in a sort of overly aggressive way. It won't sit well with me over time, and I'll be like, I don't want that on the channel anymore. So I'm going to just take my time, and we'll be here for a little while. So settle in. We'll talk about other things too, like Terrifier 2, which I haven't actually seen yet. I can't wait to see it. Hearing good things. I have seen bits of it on YouTube. Got quickly taken down, obviously, because people were filming scenes in the cinemas. But curiosity got the best of me, and I checked out a few of the kills. We'll talk about that later. Alex B, AC, hello. Can you? Oh, wait, what's this? Heard it makes people vomit in theaters. Yeah, I heard that too. YouTube delete my channel too. And Tommy R. Hey Tommy. Dylan Hicks. Hey Dylan. Ken Carpenter. What's up, Ken? Kenneth in the house. Steven up in this bitch. Hello. From NJ. Is that New Jersey? I was the guy on eBay, Dean, who sold you the Shin Godzilla Blu-ray. Oh, sick! I remember something about that, but I get so mixed up with everyone. Yeah, forgive me on that one. But yeah, X Connor X, thanks, man. Your Shin Godzilla Blu-ray is in front of me. Remember in the live streams how everything that happens to come up is always within reach and distance. I'm not joking. You could have mentioned anything, but it's right there, bro. Ridiculous. Few people in the house. Let's see who is. James Hobson. Be gentle with it, Dean. It's a fragile Halloween. That rhymes. Hey, James. Hey, Briscoe. Says, hey, Dean. How's it going? It was going all right until about 6:30 p.m. yesterday when Halloween Ends started. Ever since then, I've just been a bit off. AC, hey Dean, went to see Ends last night and took the overalls and your kills mask. Got some great reactions and loads of photos. Everyone commented on how good the mask looked. Oh, wicked, man. That's awesome. That's a mask I did for AC. You got any pictures, AC? You can send me. I always love seeing pictures, man. That's really cool. Adler says hi. Hey, Adler. Dylan Hicks, I hope you're doing good, Dean. Your Godzilla collection is coming along nicely. Yes, sir. I've got some cool pieces today. Not Godzilla figures, but little miniature buildings for photography to put around Godzilla. I'm going to go into all the detail on that soon, and I'll do the video. I would have been filming that tonight, but now the live stream's happening. I'll do that maybe tomorrow, but I still got some masks I've got to finish for customers. 2 kills and about 3 Art the Clown masks. I just received a bunch of Halloween Ends masks about half an hour ago in the post. They came by courier. So I've got a bunch of Halloween Ends spots available, folks. If you want one of those, you can email me, but you can find all that out on Instagram and the channel here. Alex B, how did you feel about Myers' cameo in the movie? Yeah, fuck. Yeah, like I say, we'll get to that in a little while, folks. I just want to get my bearings a little bit. It's been a while since I did a live stream. Neil Says, hey Neil Walker. What's up, Neil? Kev's Matrix. Hey Kev, says something killing them Mikey masks. Oh, thanks. May have to save up for a mask. Yes, I think you should. I'll do a good job for you, man. Passion, pure passion. I love doing it. YouTube, delete my comments, says, or delete my channel too, says Ryan Harper's Halloween sculpts are improving. God damn. I hope he keeps reworking the 78. I think it's time for him to move on from the 78. I think he's nailed the 78 a couple of times. So, and he nailed the kills one too. So let's see some new shit, I reckon. You know, I haven't actually got the latest 78 he did. That was Mike Echo has it, and a few other people have it. It's beautiful. But it got a bit ridiculous, to be honest, with the amount of head sculpts I have. They just sit there on a shelf over there, and it's like they're not being used. It's great to have them because obviously you can. I need to sit more that way so you can see the H40. Try to position everything. Look at Art the Clown sitting on Michael Myers' head. There's a reason for that, but SPRNG says, "What is your opinion on the new movie? I haven't seen it yet." Well, I am going to get to that. I mean, I'll tell you now. I wouldn't bother. Save yourself the time and money. Ken Carpenter says, "Yeah, it was a convoluted, nonsensical pile of doo-doo." Yes, I agree with that, Ken. Lee Bowers, I'm guilty of watching a garbage film called Jeepers Creepers Reborn, pure trash. Oh, the latest Jeepers Creepers. I'll obviously check that out at some point. I do like Jeepers Creepers, the Creeper and all that. And I know it's meant to be awful, but I'll give it a watch someday. Maybe it'll come on Netflix and I could just stick it on one day or something. I won't be paying money for it. I mean, I'm obviously paying for the Netflix thing, but you know what I mean? I ain't buying the Blu-ray or anything. Kev's Matrix Trick or Treat Mikey releases in November. What is that? The kills figure, the 1/6 scale? I know you can pre-order it now at last. I was wondering what was going on with the 1/6 kills figure. So I really want that. I mean, to be honest, I'm a completionist when it comes to certain things. So I'm probably going to end up buying the Steelbook or whatever of Ends, but I really don't want to right now. I fucking can't believe what they did. And it all comes down to the writing, obviously. But I've got a notepad over there. I made some notes of things I needed to remember to mention when we talk about that. We'll get to it. Just say hi to everyone first. JJ Conroy, yo, Dean, good to see you doing a live stream. Hope you're well. Really been enjoying the content lately. Oh, thanks, JJ. Cheers, dude. Supposedly November, says Kev. Alex Boss, hey Alex, says, how much do your masks cost? Email me. I don't know, it's not the done thing, really. Because I started late doing mask rehauls, and all the big mask rehaulers, they don't just plaster that information out there because things change all the time. Like the Halloween Ends mask is more expensive than a Kills or an H40. It's like £10 more expensive, so you got to factor that in. And then it's not the way it's done. You email the person, then they quote you, and that's how it's done, or private message and stuff like that. I'm cheaper than some, though. I know that for a fact. I still feel guilty every single time I send my quote of a mask to someone in an email. There's always a little part of me that says, "Oh, I wish I could make it cheaper." But then when you factor in the amount of time you spend on it, it is what it is. If you're spending like 2 days and nights, because I'll just keep going. I don't sleep too much when I got shit to do, but it's a lot of time and it's a lot of effort, and you're getting something really decent at the end of the day. So email me. But it's not ridiculous. It's reasonable considering I'm supplying the mask as well, included in the shipping. I just give you an all-round full price, including the shipping, the mask cost for me, the hair, all the time, all the paint I'm using. The blood is expensive, so anytime anyone wants like a bloody mask, that's always, it costs. It all adds up. Sarah, I just watched Halloween Ends. 10 out of 10. I'll just move on from that. Alex says, how much do your... Oh, I did that bit. The new movie is terrible. 8 minutes of Myers. That's it. From Graham Loki. Alex Boss, do you like the 2018 Halloween? I think it's the best. Yeah, out of the trilogy, absolutely. Halloween 2018 is the best. Halloween Kills has some great moments, but overall was pretty bad. But if they had have, with the final film, if they had have brought it back in strength to at least the level of 2018, then we would have had a pretty decent trilogy there. Unfortunately, it just declined like downhill slope into the fucking sewage, sludge, dog shit, diarrhea. But yeah, Halloween 2018, I do very much like, and I've watched it quite a few times. I haven't really, I think I've watched Kills once since it came out on Blu-ray because I wanted to watch the version with extra parts. It didn't help. But I watched that once, watched 2018 a fair bit, and I don't really ever want to watch Ends ever again. I don't see any reason to. Why would I put myself through that? You know, we'll get to it. Tommy or how look how they massacred my boy. I know they did him wrong, man. Can you hear the music in the background? Because it's white bat audio on YouTube. It's awesome, man. It's like Halloween style music. Is it cutting through? Can you hear that? I don't know. But yeah, they did him dirty, man. They did him all kinds of wrong. And one thing, not that I've ever tried to stab a kitchen knife into a solid wood surface, but is it bullshit that she was able to pin his hands down that deep with the knife on the counter or whatever, or the big table, whatever it was? Because, you know, I don't think that works that way, does it? Especially when it's Laurie Strode doing it. Michael should have just fucked the shit out. I mean, I don't mean literally sexually. I mean just mauled her, you know, because even though he's weakened, he got some of his strength back. And, you know, if they both had died, fair enough. Or if Laurie survives, fair enough to her after everything she's been through. But the way they did Michael was fucking scumbag shit. We'll get to it, man. Fucking awful pile of crap. Really, really, really bad. Fucking terrible. All of it. Awful. Deadpool Red Suit says, not seen Terrifier or Terrifier 2. Maybe they will release a double film pack on DVD or Blu-ray, as Terrifier 1 is expensive on eBay. All right. I have heard that they are doing a double pack. Yeah, I've heard that's coming. I really want to see Terrifier 2 now. Me too, man. I'm a massive Art the Clown fan. I haven't seen the film yet, and I'm just hearing how good it is and seeing all these amazing reactions. And not talking about the fainting and the vomiting. That's kind of funny. To be honest with you, see, I don't want to sprawl all over the place, but I might forget to mention it later. When I was saying earlier about how I haven't seen Terrifier 2, but I did see some of the kills on YouTube. Goes on for about 5 minutes apparently, and there was 1 minute 17 seconds of it on YouTube, the beginning of that attack. And I was genuinely shocked when I saw it on my phone. I was just standing in my bedroom, just out of nowhere, thought, oh, let me type in Terrifier 2 scene and see what comes up if I hit the most recent videos. And there it was. The thumbnail was one of the graphic parts. And I thought, shit, that's it. Let's see what. You know, I hesitated for a minute. I was thinking, should I spoil it or should I wait for the film? I don't know when I'm going to see it. Apparently, it's coming on DVD and Blu-ray from Amazon in the UK around the 26th of October. But I still don't really believe that, because it's been extended in the cinemas in America, and it's just so fast for it to arrive at my door on Blu-ray so quickly. I just don't really believe that it's going to happen like that. But it said October 26th. But yeah, anyway, I decided to click on the video and I looked at it, and I felt a little bit nauseous, I have to be honest. And I can't remember the last time a horror film ever made me actually feel a little bit sick. Like, the saliva started going. I was like, oh shit, this is, yeah. I didn't run to the bathroom or anything, but I did feel a little bit queasy. I wasn't expecting it to be that fast. If you know the scene I'm talking about, if you've seen Terrifier 2, I won't even say where it happens, because that pissed me off in a non-spoiler video, and says, the guy comes out with, oh, I won't spoil anything, but the worst attack in the film happens in the, you know. I was like, motherfucker, I didn't want to know that, because now I know when I see that, that's when that happens. Fucking people. But yeah, I was expecting it to be slow. I was expecting Art the Clown to kind of take his time and scare them, like he did in the first film, where the lady's tied to the chair keeps pretending that he's going to attack her and not doing it. But it happens so quickly. That's what freaked me out, was just the rapid, he does this, then he does that, then he does this, then he does that, and it's all happening so fast, and you've never seen anything like it before, and it's just like, fuck. But then after I saw that bit, I saw another clip, an official clip on YouTube, that happens just before that bit and kind of puts it into context a little bit. Not that the person deserved it, but she didn't help matters much, and she had plenty of time to run away when she saw him. Yeah. But anyway, I haven't even seen the film. I've just seen bits. I saw another bit with happens in a bathroom, like a toilet covered in blood, and yeah, I hope I'm not spoiling stuff. I'll probably just stop saying stuff now, but I just want to see Terrifier 2. I want to see my boy, the new major icon of horror. It's no longer in debate. I mean, I don't think it's been in debate since 2016 when Terrifier came out. I think he was an instant horror icon. Just the look and the way he, David Howard Thornton plays him and all the little things, I thought it was instant horror icon. But now it's out there. Terrifier 2 is every day, every hour, more and more people are discovering this creepy clown and checking out trailers and getting intrigued and delving deeper and regretting it. Brilliant. But art won't let you down, man. That's right. I remember thinking that I actually wore a Terrifier t-shirt to see Halloween Ends because I knew that it was probably going to be bad, judging from kills. I didn't really have much hope for it being suddenly great again. So I wore my Art the Clown t-shirt, and just to remind everyone that there is hope. If this film turns out to be as bad as I think it might be, then at least we got this guy who will deliver the goods. So, and he's in good hands with Damien Leone. He knows what he's doing. He's got one more film up his sleeve, and who knows what's going to happen with Art the Clown after that. Where was I? Here we go. Destiny Mindset says, I absolutely hated this film. I mean, the fact Corey threw Michael around like that was a doll. What? Oh, like he was a doll, and snatched his mask angered me so much I was on the verge of walking out of the film. I should have. Yeah, man. Yeah. I don't even know where to begin. I'll get my notes in a minute. I wrote down some bullet point things to talk about. But yeah, just get it all and let it out, man. How fucking dare they do that to Michael Myers? Remember those infamous the fucking words little Tommy said in 1978? You can't kill the boogeyman. What the fuck? You can't kill the boogeyman. They should have found a way to not be such fucking pricks about it. Pinning him down to a table, slicing his throat all slow and shit, and slicing his wrists all like slow and yeah, fuck you. Just no fucking way. And all that bullshit that came before it. Don't even get me fucking started. I want to burn it all down. I like the match. Fuck you. Get the fuck out of here. Piece of shit. All down to the writing. I mean, no disrespect to Christopher Nelson who did the masks, because he did the masks and all the effects, as the kills and the blood and stuff. The DJ getting the head smashed in, that made me laugh, man. Seeing the tooth drop and then cutting the tongue as well. Shame it wasn't real fucking Michael Myers doing that. Jesus. Just when I was thinking I was enjoying that kill, I didn't want to see some. He just happened to be a mechanic as well and have the camera rolls already. Fuck you. So much to be pissed off about. It's just a movie, don't fuck. It's Michael Myers, man. He's a fucking icon, and they do him like that. No, you can't kill the boogeyman. John Carpenter. What? I tried to look up who wrote the movie because I kept getting different answers. I went on IMDb. It said obviously David Gordon Green, Danny McBride, and it said John Carpenter as well helped them write it. So that's just like, what? And I don't know, like maybe even more people were writing it as well. It's just, how fucking hard is it? And I know the comeback will be, oh, they can't just keep doing the same thing, but how fucking hard is it to give people what they want and just put a guy in a mask who goes around with some cool fucking music and some cool set pieces, and just, you know, make it interesting somehow, get some story happening there, and just keep fucking Michael Myers on the screen for at least half the fucking movie, not 8 minutes or whatever. Media has really become what it is today. You've got this what they call stunt casting, where they purposefully, and Robert Pattinson was one of the ones that kind of I felt was one of the first ones that I noticed, and I thought to myself, why would they do that? Why would they put him as the next Dark Knight? Obviously, he's a great actor. He did a good job. Fair play to him. But the reasoning behind choosing him, partly, I think, was down to that kind of, you know, people will go crazy online if we cast this guy. It will only help interest in the movie, be it negative or positive. It makes sense to rile people up. And that's like Jamie Lee Curtis coming out before Halloween Ends was ever released, ages before, when it was still being filmed. And she's like, this film is going to piss people off. It's going to piss a lot of people off. They told her to fucking say that. And they knew that when they were writing it. It's fucking shit. It's just fucking shit. And that's why Terrifier 2 gives me fucking so much hope and keeps me quite positive this October, even though we've been kicked in the fucking hard by everyone involved, the story and all that shit of Halloween Ends. What a fucking, oh man, it's so stupid as well. Like when, like suddenly everyone from Haddonfield is out on the street. They all just happen to fucking know that Michael Myers, what are we supposed to believe? That the police put out, the DJ sure as fuck didn't do it. He's dead. Was that Diana Prince as the receptionist there? Thought it was. Fuck, man. And showing him going in the fucking mulcher, the grinder thing. I didn't need to see that. That's Michael Myers. That's one of my horror heroes. You know, so many of us, when it gets to like Halloween time of year, there's a little part of me, not that I believe it really, but there's a little part of me that likes to think that he's out there somewhere. You know, I'm in England, so I'm safe. Michael Myers ain't going to get me. But out there in fucking America, maybe that legendary icon of horror might just possibly exist somewhere in the shadows. And they do that, they should fucking know better. They should fucking know what I just said. You know, there's ways to give Laurie a bit of fucking closure. There's ways to do it without doing it the way they fucking did it, man. Scum. Sorry. Fucking disgusting. Uh, all I can say, please don't let Blumhouse do any more Michael Myers movies ever, says Lee Bowers. Daniel Jones, I've pre-ordered it on Mad About Horror. Bought the figure, yeah. Hot D 2022 says it would be a good movie if it was a spin-off. You know, like one of those anthology things. If that was an episode and they start doing Halloween, she'll probably do that now. They'll probably turn it into a show and put it on fucking Disney or something. But yeah, you know, AC. But I will agree, the movie as a final is not good, but as the beginning of someone else's story, I think it works, and that's what I think the movie was. Tommy R says 2018 was so promising, not without its flaws, but definitely not bad. Kills gets a rep, and it is mostly crap, but it's faithful to Myers, and the general theme, Kills, is so incoherent. And think about the speech that Laurie gives, or whatever, the monologue at the end of Kills, when they're showing him doing all that fucking killing, where he just gets up supernaturally and starts killing everyone. What the fuck? So why did you just fuck that in that's going in the toilet? Fuck all that stuff. Nah, he's all fucked up, you know, and just pin him to a table. But then we watched a movie video, the spoiler talk, and they reminded me there's things I forgot, like the fact that he rips his hand up at one point and starts to strangle Laurie, and you think, yes, killed a bitch. And then Allison fucking turns up and just breaks his arm like it's nothing. And yeah, that's fucked up, man. I didn't like it. I didn't like it. No, sir. I missed the boxes, lol. Oh, right, in the display. Yeah, no more boxes. No space, man. I'm trying to figure out in here. I'm trying to set up a Godzilla section, but those damn tails, the tails, man, they screw it all up. They're so long and they stick out the back. You can't have him face in front. You got to put him sideways, and then he takes up half a shelf. Don't get me started on the big lizard. Um, James Hobson, David Gordon Green is doing an Exorcist remake trilogy next. God help us all. Yeah, like it's going to come anywhere fucking near one of the best horror films ever made. Why even? Yeah, don't get me started. Fucking ridiculous. Tommy Card. Hey, Dean. Hey, Tommy. Tony. Sorry, Tony. Sorry, Tony Card. How you doing, Big T? The T Dog. El Clada de Or. Sorry, I'm gonna mess that up. Is Ends the worst ever? The worst Halloween movie ever? I'd say so. Yes. Yeah. I mean, thank God, poor old Rob Zombie let off the hook a little bit now with part two, which I don't really mind. It's yeah. It's, think how many cool Michael Myers scenes are in Rob Zombie's Halloween 2. There's some great kills in that, and there's some. I like seeing him just roaming around the fucking fields, just going and being a hobo, and there's some great scenes. I mean, not so much at the end of Halloween 2, but the dream sequence, fantastic, really horrific and scary. Still the scariest Myers. I mean, he did that, Rob Zombie. He gave us the scariest Myers, whether you want to admit it or not. I mean, that's the one. That's the one I would least like to have coming for me. But yeah, shit. Tommy R. Myers doesn't even need to be in it. If it was just a generic Corey slasher movie, I'd give it a 6 out of 10 or so. As a Halloween film, it's a 1 out of 10. Being very generous there, Tommy. Very generous indeed. Worser than kills. They really didn't give a shit. Seems like it. Oh, Neil Walker says Michael Myers cowering from a kid is something a Halloween fan never ever wants to see. Yeah, but again, it gets you all riled up and all talking about it like me. We're gonna have to be talking about this for years to come. So who knows what their angle is. But you made me think of something there, like when he was weak and then Corey brings him like he's his familiar, like a vampire. I brought you some food, master. Mike was like, eh, eh. And then when he stabbed him, he's like, ugh, ugh. He's getting his jizz back again. Oh, the little twitches and shit as he's stabbing him more. It's hilarious. I fucking laughed. So did my girlfriend. She kept looking at me during parts of the film. Like, I wasn't sure if she was looking at me like, why have you brought me to this? Or if she was looking at me just to see how I was reacting to what we were seeing and hearing on the screen. Oh, it was kind of, I was already kind of sunk down in the chair by a quarter of the way into the movie. Oh, and they're so edgy, killing that kid the way they did at the beginning of the movie and showing his face all squashed in and shit. Edgy shit, man. Well done. I'll be honest, I like Halloween Ends, says Tony. AC. Oh, Tony, I'm just out of curiosity. I'm just wondering, for those of you that are here that did like Halloween Ends, would you be kind enough to let me know what your top 3 favorite films are of all time and also your top 3 albums? Just want to get an idea of something, Feel free, you don't have to. People who hated it can do the same thing if you want, but indulge me, T. Just curious. The 78 should be here Monday. I'll be sending both out on Tuesday. Oh yeah, AC, we were talking about the mask thing. Yes, sir. No worries. Dylan Hicks. Hey Dylan, he says, I saw Ends on Thursday night with my mom. She enjoyed 2018 and Kills, but thought Ends was meh. Which is also my opinion. She hates Myers, but still wanted him to be in it more than 5 minutes. Hey man, yeah, well that's cool. That's cool. Your mum's cool, man. My mum's pretty cool too. I told her about what happened in the movie, and she was very pissed off. Seemed to be more pissed off than I was, to be honest with you. which is a wonderful thing because she saw the original 78 in a cinema back when that was out, so and I've made her watch all the ones that I like at some point. So yeah, I told her what happened in Halloween Ends, and she couldn't believe it. And she asked me what was the very last thing you saw, and I said, well, as you mentioned that, the last thing you see is that Laurie has kept the mask on her, just casually dumped on her kitchen table, coffee table, living room coffee table, whatever, just sitting there. Um, and she was like, "Oh, okay, well then maybe they will bring it back later on." And my girlfriend said the same thing. Maybe the mask has the power to. I don't know, man. I don't think so. I think that mask in the original movie, just in a hardware store, he took some rope, he took a knife, he took a mask, he took and that was just one of the things he happened to take. I mean, that would mean that his original knife or something would also be supernaturally linked or something. I don't know. But anyway, JB Beats says, "What's up, Dean? Hey, JB. Jizzle Bizzle in the house. AC music could be louder. Oh, okay. But you can hear it. If I put it any louder, I might not be able to think straight. It's already pretty loud in my ear. It's coming from a very crappy TV that's not got any bass in it. So it's just like searing in my ear. Just makes me feel a little bit less weird sitting here talking to myself in a quiet room when it's dead quiet and you're just not used to doing live streams. It's very weird talking, but the music's helping me. Um, what the fuck is wrong with Blumhouse? I'm not sure. Bad writers, it seems. Yeah, it made no sense. It's Hot D 2022. Lenky Lee says, "Hey Dean, how is it going? I see you've got room for X Plus Shin Godzilla there." Yeah, I just moved some stuff to put in there in the live stream. I wanted to have Shin Godzilla represent, in the background. He's really. It's a shame to block the view on that H40. That's my pride and joy right there. It's still my favorite mask ever. I think. Yeah, the H40. I can't hear the music, says Deadpool. That's cool, man. I wish you could, but if I put it any louder, I won't be able to hear myself think. Can you drop a like on the video, folks? You got 52 people here and only 17 likes. You can do better than that. I appreciate it. Thank you. Daniel, honestly, Ends was so bad that film should be cancelled. Oh, it's too late for that now. Lee Bowers, if COVID didn't exist, there wouldn't be no 4-year time jump. All movies would have been back to back. The 4-year time jump was a mistake. Yeah, it made me think of the woman Sandra who got the fucking fluorescent light jammed into her fucking neck and twisted. She's still alive. Still alive. She may not be able to talk shit anymore, but she is still alive somehow, which is fucking ridiculous. But yeah, Sandra, she's back. Graham, so far I've bought all the Trick or Treat Studios 1/6 Myers and pre-ordered the new ones from Mad About Horror. Which is your favorite Tots 1/6 Myers? My favorite 1/6 scale Tots Michael Myers figure to date. Probably have to hang about. Have we had one yet with double bend elbows? I know they're doing that for Halloween 2 and the rest of them from now on, but 2018, did he have double bend elbows? I don't think he did. See, 2018, I love the head sculpt. It's really accurate. The coveralls are decent, but he's very short. He was actually the shortest at the time when he came out. The 2018, which should have been the tallest, was the shortest. Very frustrating. Overall, for a first figure that they ever released in 1/6 scale, I'd give it to the 78 because that 78 sculpt is flawless. And yeah, the skin was a bit dark. The elbows didn't bend, double bend styly, but the coveralls were nice. Could have given you a pumpkin, but it's tough, man. I'm trying to think, what other ones have we got? I mean, obviously, I think the H2 Dick Warlock figure will probably be the best one once that comes out. That looks amazing. The amount of stuff you get, I think that's probably going to be the one. It's tricky to say, really. Lenky says, "Good. Oh, did I? Yeah, good to see you live streaming again. God, Dean, how big is that pumpkin head by NECA? That's huge. Oh, that pumpkin head up there is actually by Sota Toys, and McFarlane Movie Maniacs. I think they did one in sort of 7-inch scale. I think I have that, but I don't think NECA have actually done a pumpkin head. And if I'm right about that, then I really hope they do someday. And I've said it before, but I do I always go. I don't know why. It's like a punch sound effect. You notice that I cut it out a lot of the time because I do it too much. Before I'm about to say something that I'm really passionate about, I go. Don't know why. What was I going to say now? Shit. Now it's gone. Oh yes, I really, really hope that NECA make an Ultimate Art the Clown 7-inch figure. Can you imagine that? Art the Clown give you about 4 head sculpts because they've done that before with Pennywise. Give you like 4 head sculpts. One, that kind of nasty, serious look he gets very rarely. More in the first film. Apparently, he doesn't do it so much in the second film, but I like it when he kind of just gets that kind of serious face. Give him one of those. Obviously, the smile. Then maybe one with blood on it. I don't know, man. They could do a lot. Obviously, eyes looking in different directions, like a surprised face with the mouth open, sort of stuff. But yeah, and the box would look sick. They could really go to town on that one, man. The accessories and stuff. Obviously, do a bloody version, a clean version. That's ching ching for them. Makes sense. Just did it again. Gilbert. Hey, Gilbert. He says Halloween Ends Halloween Ends needs a reshoot. The scene Michael's snap Laurie's neck and Allison comes in and hear the snap, and Laurie sees Allison for the last time, and Allison kills Michael for good. I mean, it's a bit harsh, but it had more fucking balls to it. You know, I like your ending better than the one we got. Fuck. Lenky, I've just got the Jason Part 7 by NECA. It's pretty awesome. I think you might like it. There's tons of accessories. I got enough Jason. I don't even really like him that much, to be honest. But I needed him in the 1/6 scale collection. I've got a couple of them. Went through a little Jason phase, just a little bit. There's a mask there. There's another one over there. I got about 3 of the Ultimate NECA figures. But that's about it for me. Do you like the Scream movies? Yeah, they're all right. I can take them or leave them, to be honest. The first one's good. That the Myers mask behind you is spot on. The 78 is awesome. That's by Chris Morgan. It's the 78 Ghost V2, which I still need to showcase on the channel and do worn footage. Got the coveralls, 78 ones, and dress up and do it all. Get that done for you in time for Halloween. Need to get on the case with that. And obviously the H40, that's my baby. I reworked it, rehauled it. The TOTS one just turned out incredible. It's a beautiful thing. You're cutting off, bro, says Destiny. Art is just amazing. First time I saw Terrifier, no one had heard of it, but now a few people are jumping on the bandwagon. It's just more people discovering. That's all. Jumping on the bandwagons doesn't. Yeah, I don't really feel like it's that. It's just nice to see more people becoming aware of it. I'm genuinely happy for everyone involved in the Terrifier stuff. They've really worked hard, and it's an independent film. It shouldn't have even been in the cinema, but it knocked Top Gun Maverick out of the top 10, for Christ's sake. That's insane. It's amazing. 2 hours and 18 minutes. And then what worries me is apparently the version I'm getting on Blu-ray has 12 minutes cut. I don't like the fucking sound of that. 12 minutes cut is a lot of time. And why would they cut story stuff? That's got to be the gore and the kills. And even though I'm not the biggest gore fan, it's more the character and Art the Clown. Just watching him be Art the Clown is my favorite thing about it, and the music and the great soundtrack apparently. But yeah, what the fuck if they cut out with those 12 minutes? I'll have to try and get an uncut version. It worries me. Lenky, you've never told me about Halloween and Halloween 2 image I've edited for you. What did you think of the images? Oh, I remember, Lenky. That was really good. That was very good. I like the way you did what you did. Oh, Jesus. Do you know what? If I deleted it because I get worried, like I say, about being overly negative about things, but I shouldn't really delete it. But I remember sharing my thoughts on how fucking awful Thor Love and Thunder was. I would watch Thor Love and Thunder once every week for the next month rather than watch Halloween Ends 2 more times. I would actually do that. Yeah. Audio cutting out, mate, like you're doing a normal a Norman Collier impression. Well, shit, I don't know what's going on there. Is it still doing it? Let me see. What could it be? Let me waggle the connection. um Let me reposition this mic, or maybe I'll just hold it. Can I just balance it? I'll balance it on my leg. How's that sounding now? Can you hear me? Only 32 likes. That's piss poor, mate. Right. I watched the new Hellraiser last night. It was okay, nothing special. When's that coming on Disney then? Because I keep looking for the new Hellraiser. Some people say it's really good, other people say not so much. Mind you, they're doing that about Halloween Ends as well. So, I mean, screw it. People think Kanye West is a good musician. So you can't fucking listen to people. They're stupid. Oh, Jesus. Right. Okay, if it's the scene with the girl, I wasn't bothered by it, but it repeated halfway through. But I'll just just have to see the movie. What? What the fuck? I think he's talking about Terrifier stuff. It was crackling now. Audio is cutting out. Oh shit. All right, sounds perfect, says Graham. All right, well I'm just gonna carry on. See, I think You Can't Kill the Boogeyman will ring true when he returns. It won't be Michael, obviously, but the power will be passed on. Yeah, fuck that shit. I don't like that. No, that's someone else. I don't like the idea of passing the fucking torch. You know, it's the shape. I don't want multiple shapes. Just want one shape. Thank you very much. Uh, Did you see anyone walk out of the film? No, there wasn't many people there. We went to see it at 6 p.m. rather than 8 p.m. when it would have got a lot busier, I think. And all the staff at the cinema had Halloween Ends t-shirts that I've never seen for sale anywhere. They were really cool. And I kept dropping hints to a couple of them who clearly didn't give a fuck about Halloween. Not that I really wanted their secondhand Mankey t-shirt, but I would have washed it. I would have been quite happy with that. It's really good t-shirts. But no, they weren't giving them up. Looking forward to Terrifier 2 more than anything, though the first trailer I seen was terrible. High hopes, though. Oh, all the trailers for Terrifier I've seen have been really good. Evening all, nice to see you live streaming again, Dean. From Mugwump. Hey, Mugwump. Mugwump in the house. I can't believe Art the Clown was in Terrifier 2. It's such a better idea to leave out your main character a la ends. What a real crowd pleaser. I know, fucking ridiculous. Absolutely mind boggling. Mike the Hunter says maybe they'll use nanotech to bring Michael back as a cyborg like Jason. Mark says, so you have Michael Myers Halloween Ends masks. Yes, I have 6 of 8. No, Yes, I think 6 or 5. I have 6, but I think one of them's been taken already. Yes, yeah, one of them's been taken. But yeah, 5 Halloween ends slots available for Rehauled Mask, folks. Um, it broke my heart to see the end, says Graham. Gilbert, what's next? Jason got killed by an old woman or young teenager. Javi Soprano, yeah, Javi says Terrifier 2 will make it all better, Dean. Yeah, I know it will, man. I know it will. See, the thing about the violence that I've seen in Terrifier 2, the first time I saw that bit I was telling you about, I don't want to go into too much detail for a number of reasons. One, it's horrific, and number two, it's spoiler stuff. So I'll just say I found that when it kind of made me feel nauseous the first time I saw it on my phone, I knew I'd have to watch it again because I wanted to see the movie. So I thought, well, maybe if I try and desensitize myself a little bit. So I watched it again, and I watched it 3 times in total. And by the third time, it didn't bother me anymore. I was kind of more suddenly noticed the people laughing in the theater when they were filming this on their phone. People just, it got to a point in that attack where people were just like, oh, for fuck's sake, this is just ridiculous, you know, and it is. So it's so over the top, ridiculously violent that, you know, it's kind of like a really horrible, like a really horrifically violent cartoon that's live action. It's just so over the top. Um, but yeah, we might have to do a different discussion about Terrifier 2 once I see it, because I was trying to also make myself feel better about that scene, thinking, well, she wouldn't have been conscious or alive for most of what happens. But then when you think about in order, like I said, I watched it 3 times and trying to desensitize myself to it. So I remember the order in which everything happens to her. And I was thinking, okay, the first thing he does, no, that wouldn't have killed her. It would have just really hurt a lot. And the second thing he does to her, it wouldn't have killed her. It would have hurt a lot. Third thing, eventually, well, let's not get into that. It's just a dark place to go. But I'm just trying to make myself feel better about what I saw. Oh, Jesus. When I do get Terrifier 2, my friend, my best mate, we said we're going to watch it together. But he's not used to seeing. He did watch Terrifier 1. He got through that all right. He was a bit shocked in the beginning because he wasn't expecting. I did warn him. I said it's going to be way more violent than anything you've probably ever seen before. And now this one's way more intense. So I did explain to him, be ready for that. I need to be ready for it too, because Jesus. Did I read that bit? The last scene, Gilbert. They need to reshoot the last scene. Man, both need to die, and Allison is the last survivor. Well, I wouldn't have minded if Laurie died, but yeah, just the way they handled it was fucking terrible. The whole film was fucking terrible. John Carpenter and others are in talk for a Dead Space movie. That could be very good. That could be a very good movie, says AC. Jace D. Hi, Dean. Going to see it later. Heard it's bad, lol. Yeah, it's fucking awful. Fernando. Rehaul mask process, please. Never. People keep asking that, but you wouldn't, if you went up to Colonel Sanders back in the day before KFC took off and said, give me a recipe for the chicken, he'd be a very stupid person to do that. You know? So think about that before you ask that question. How was Halloween Ends? Says Isaac. Really fucking bad. Gilbert, I hope that Scream 6 will be good. I haven't seen the last one. I haven't seen the last Scream yet. I'll check that out. The Boy of Horror says, guess I'm going to be the only one in the chat who liked the film. No, I've seen, there's a few of you out there. You got fucking Rudolph. He loves it. Few people like it. Few people like it. You're not alone. But then again, beep never is. Mugwump, It's still astonishing to me to see how many big movie trilogies get funded and signed off without the creators having a firm idea of how they will how they want things to play out. Lunacy. Yeah, well, yes, I agree with that, Mugwump. Alex, my favorite films would be Interstellar, The Gentleman, and Bullet Train, I guess. And was Alex one of the people who liked it? Halloween Ends? Even this could be reverted, says AH. Sean, I feel like this would have been a good Halloween holiday movie if they never included Michael Myers or the name Halloween, but not a very good Halloween franchise movie. Lenky says, "Did you ever saw Shin Godzilla versus Godzilla 2014 animated? I've messaged you. What do you think of that video?" I don't think I did see that, Lenky. Can you send it to me again later on? Sorry about that. I get friggin' since the mask thing kicked off. You wouldn't believe it, man. It's very hard to keep up with every email and private message because I still get all the usual stuff from YouTube, like people asking about figures and mods and advice and stuff, and now all the mask on stuff on top of it is just very difficult. But I'm trying my best, man. I need to hire help. Hopefully, I can one day. H40 is 100% the best mask. Yes, sir. Uh, I seen a video recently of Tom Spooner restoring original Halloween 5 mask. Hopefully, I hope the very first one that was stored since 78 gets the same treatment before it keeps crumbling in an airtight vault. Yeah, I don't know, man. For the last that picture I saw that we've all seen of how it's looking these days, I mean, sure, maybe just try and preserve what's left of it, but it's pretty much done in it. Sophia, personally, I don't care. I'll get hate of people for it, but I love Halloween Ends. Like I said, loads of people seem to like the film, and also loads of people like Kanye West and Katy Perry and football and fucking cheese. We're all different. Some of us a little bit more ahead of the curve than others, but fair fucking play to everybody. You know what I mean? Like, crack on, do your thing if you like it. Nothing but love. Right. Am I the only one that doesn't like the 78 mask? I don't like the flashback mask. I'll tell you that much. I don't like it. The flashback mask from Kills. Never did. And no disrespect to the man himself. He's made some amazing masks. He sent me a lovely mini head there. But I remember the TV or the special features or something on YouTube where Christopher Nelson was saying about how you have to get every detail perfect on the original mask or people will know it's not right. I just don't think obviously it can't look exactly like it because of the William Shatner problems, but I just never, I just never liked it. But I fucking love the H40 and the Kills and the Ends mask. Fantastic friggin' masks. Amazing. No complaints with all three of the Myers masks from the trilogy. Beautiful. But yeah, I'm just not into the flashback one for some reason. There's something about it just doesn't do it for me. Hang on. Show support. Why are you showing me? Show support for Dean Knight 333. I am Dean Knight 333. What are you doing, bro? Jesus. Sorry, it was a pop up on my screen about I had options for things I could press to support myself or something like that. Where was I? Hang on. It's coming back. Hold up. Bloody hell. There's a lot to get through. Okay. Hello from Belgium, says Pascal. Hey, Pascal. Hey, Belgium. What's up? Technically, they could bring Myers back in this timeline, but won't, I'm sure. Well, yeah, because she kept the mask and, someone could, they know she has it. Bunch of teenagers or people in their early 20s decided it'd be fun to break in and steal the mask, and one of them's a bit more susceptible to the evil than another one, and he puts it on and he becomes the new Michael Myers. Shove it up your ass. No. Lewis says, I think Halloween Ends try to go the Halloween 3 route, basically just about how everybody could become evil. Yeah. Didn't like I missed the ominous kind of creepy intro when all the logos are coming up. Like in 2018, had the best one with that kind of organ sound that's just kind of rattling in the background. Fucking genius, that bit. And the intro audio wise to Kills was also very good. And then this one, it's just I forget which song it is, but it's all different. So I mean, that's fair enough. That didn't bother me too much. I thought that's different, but I missed the ominous. I can't say the word ombudsman. The ombudsman's coming. No, the ominous. We'll leave it at that. I was feeling a Roseny vibe at the end of the movie. Chuck S. Hey, Chuck S. I wonder where they will take the timeline next. I don't know, man. Probably a reboot. Surely. Total start from scratch again, maybe. Lee Bowers, rest in peace. Friday the 13th, final chapter. Jason Ted White. Graham says, apart from Myers and Art, who else is your favorite horror icon? I like me some Freddy, the original Freddy. Pennywise is pretty cool. Leatherface, all the ones I have. I like Pinhead. Don't know about this new Pinhead. I haven't seen it yet. So, and I like the Creeper from Jeepers Creepers. I like Ash from Evil Dead. I'm looking at what's on the shelf behind me as I'm saying it. Ghostface is a cool looking character. It's always played by someone else, though. Ghostface is always someone different. So, that is what it is. Pumpkinhead's a big one for me. I like the Demon of Revenge, Pumpkinhead. Hey Dean, have you pre-ordered the Tots Tarman? No, I forgot about that. Sounds good though. I haven't seen the film that Tarman's from, to be honest with you. I am familiar. I've seen loads of ones customs, I think, and Stiff Richards has one and stuff like that. Very cool. Graham, it's good now. The audio, maybe because I'm holding it. I'm literally holding it now the whole time. It's all right. Could be worse. Very much a first world problem. So I'm not going to complain too much about that. I saw Art the Clown a few months ago. It's extremely bloody, but it feels very homemade compared to Hollywood production. Yeah. Well, it just strikes me, especially with the bits I've seen of part 2, is so over the top, ridiculously gory and violent. You got to just shrug it off and just laugh about it, because otherwise it's going to mess up your brain. Like scrambled egg, man. It's just, we'll get used to it. We're not used to seeing, most of us aren't used to seeing that level of carnage on flesh. Even Hellraiser 2 in particular, I remember I watched that again a good while back when I got the Hellraiser figures from Stephen Rinks. And yeah, like revisiting Hellraiser 2, Hellbound, that bit on the mattress, that kind of messed me up a little bit. I wasn't ready for that. They're all practical. When it's all practical like it is in Hellraiser and Terrifier, it just, even though it's not real, it looks real and it sounds real. With the scene that I'm talking about in Terrifier 2 that I saw on YouTube, The Worst Kill, it was the screams at a certain point. There's a specific moment when he's doing a specific thing and she lets out this very specific scream. And for some reason, that one always gets me. It's weird. It's a weird thing. But, yeah. Oh, bollocks. YouTube's doing that thing where you haven't touched a button in a while and it stops the video and says, are you still watching? I've got to get up now, and it says, yes, I'm still watching. And I think it would do it even more frequently once I press it every fucking 15 minutes.
Are you still watching the video?
Yes, I am, you piece of... Mind you, I don't actually have to move too much to fix that, so I'm just complaining about nothing. Right. The microphone. Vinny Art in the house. I just seen him pop up. Says, hi Dean, saw it too. Didn't like this last one. That's because you're a wise boy, Vinny, and you know shit when you smell it. Where was I? Okay. Myers is Myers, no one else. Yeah, exactly. Myers is Myers. You don't fucking start passing the mask around to dickheads and nah. AH Myers could still be alive. I don't see it. He could have possessed a second person. The hobo. Oh, the fucking hobo bit. Yeah, I need to get my notebook with the notes. So that was one of the things I wanted to remember to mention. That bit with the hobo. It's fucking cringy, man. Hang on. Oh, a little book. Just a little book. Don't worry about it. Until I'll read you a bedtime story. There once was a man they called the Shape, who would open you up and leave a gape. And if you crossed his path, you'd want to find a bath and hide in it. Right. Notes. Homeless guy was actually the first one. Homeless guy. Don't forget to talk about the homeless guy. Yeah, that bit was horrible as shit. Sandra should be dead. That's another one of my notes. We've already touched on that. Overpowered by a 20-something. Yes, we've pretty much touched on that too. You can't kill the boogeyman. Many exclamation points on that one because you can't fucking kill the boogeyman. And then I've got art is the new king of horror. And I feel that's perfectly valid, to be honest. I'm quite happy to crown him the new king, top of the mountain in the big chair, and everyone else kind of sits around him. That guy right there. Well, this one's something. Well, it kind of comes back to what I said about ruining that kind of nice Halloween vibe where part of all those hardcore Michael Myers fans of all ages on some level like to think that he might be out there on Halloween, and then they go and fucking do this. So they kind of ruined Halloween for everyone a little bit, didn't they? Cunts. Charming. Nick Castle's cameo was cringy shite, I've put. Yes, and that is very much the case. It's just a really shitty, cringy little cameo there from the original Shape, which they could have done much better than that. But no. At one point when he was pinned down to the table at the end with the knives and the camera kind of panned across, you couldn't really see his face very well. At one point, I thought it was Nick Castle on the table, and he also didn't look as tall as James Hugh Courtney did at times on the table. But I don't know. Knife in the table ? Oh, that was about. Was it a bit ridiculous that she was able to get that kitchen knife, so deep into the solid wood surface? I don't think that's how that works, but we've already mentioned that. That's all I got for notes, really. There's probably so many other things. There are so many other things. It's just, yeah. Let's see what we got in the comments. I saw. I did that bit. Yep. James says, "Did you keep the Blitzway straight jacket Hannibal you had?" No, I didn't keep that one. Never intended to keep it. Just bought the white prison version from Evil Bay. Just watched your review and decided to take a punt. Oh, good stuff. No, great looking piece. He would have looked great on the gurney or whatever you call it. All caged up and straight jacket would have looked great up there. But I just didn't really want him at the time. I don't regret it. Like I say, it would be nice, but I didn't really. Nah. Oh, I also kind of like the idea of the version when he's behind the glass and he's just talking to Clarice when he's wearing that kind of grayish, bluish kind of prison suit, whatever. When he's just arms free, kind of like that idea as well. Maybe have him standing there, kind of. I don't know. You can't really beat the straight jacket and the all taped up look, can you? On the gurney, whatever. I don't know. I like Hannibal Lecter. I haven't seen the show. I love Silence of the Lambs. That's a classic. And the next one they did with Jennifer what's her name? Jennifer, redhead lady who played Clarice in the Tony Scott one, Hannibal. That was good. I forget though. I have no problems with the audio. Cheers, JB. Sounds perfect. New Hellraiser is on Hulu. Yeah, I don't have Hulu, so I'm waiting for it to come on Disney. Ken Scummy says, just Scummy. I can't believe Art the Clown was in Terrifier 2. It's such a better idea to leave out. Oh yeah, we did that already. Uh, did this. All right, okay, hang on. Glad Art had backup in Terrifier 2. I didn't know that. Little pale girl. All right, I've heard about that too. Some little demon girl or something. Yeah, don't tell us anything else if we haven't seen it. I ain't seen it yet. Don't ruin anything. The ending was the saddest thing in horror history. Yeah, well, they didn't even achieve that. If that's what they're going for, no, I ain't giving them that. It wasn't fucking sad. It was just annoying and stupid and unrealistic. And well, you're going to come back saying, yeah, but Michael Myers not realistic. Well, the rules they set out in fucking Kills set the fucking, new set of rules for Michael Myers. Basically, not human. He took bullets and stab wounds and pitchforks to the back and major head trauma and all kinds of shit. Just got up and murked everyone at the end of Kills. But yeah, no. Is the Ends mask a better mask in your opinion? I've ordered mine. Yeah, I mean, as far as not needing to do anything to it, it's funny you mentioned that because I should mention this as well. But I've noticed recently with all the Halloween Kills masks I've been getting to rehaul that I buy from Mad About Horror, they seem to be, because they come with the new tag now with the actual Kills poster as the tag instead of that just the annoying font, which I didn't like. I always wanted it to be the film poster on the tags that are on the ear or whatever, or on the neck. So now they've started doing that. And since they've started doing that, I've noticed the copies of the Kills mask I've been getting have been really good quality. Like even the paint job, I mean, it still needs rehauling, but it seems to be better and more consistent. And the quality of the actual pull seems to be really good now. The last 6 Kills masks I've had have been fantastic. And one of them I'm keeping as a personal copy, which I've started working on along with the 2 that I'm doing for customers. It holds its shape really well and just it's a beautiful copy. So I'm really taking my time with it and trying not to fuck it up because I really want this one to be my final personal copy. I've sold 2 personal copy Kills masks to date. What else? But yeah, the Halloween Ends stock mask is a great mask. Needs a bit of work, obviously. Get the hair lifted up a little bit. There's ways to do it. I've got techniques now for sorting the hair out, and I add hair into it, and because you get little ball patches and stuff. Can't have that. Scummy Ends should be set in a SpaceX rocket to the nearest enemy alien inhabited planet. I can't think of a better depiction of a declaration of war. Do you know what? Me and me girlfriend have been watching X-Files on Disney Plus. It's probably the only reason I've kept Disney Plus. And once we're finished with all the X-Files, I'll probably ditch it because it's just something inherently evil with the big D. But we finished season 9 and then we started straight away because it was just streaming. Next episode, the beginning of season 10, I think it is. And noticed, obviously, all of a sudden that Mulder and Scully were a hell of a lot older and the show looked a hell of a lot more modern. And it was just weird to think, man, like people who watched X-Files back when it was on TV, and how many years gap was there? Like maybe 15, 16, was it like 15 years gap between season 9 and 10 when it came back? And it was like being in a time machine because we've been watching from season 1 all the way up to the new, the one we're on now, season 10, in a matter of months, like very regularly watching episodes, and then you just suddenly leap forward 15 years in time and they're just older. Why am I talking about it? But yeah, it's just weird. It's like with Big Bang Theory. I didn't start watching that until I started going out with my girlfriend, and she introduced me to the show on Netflix, said, oh, you should start watching this. And she showed me like the first 2 episodes. I got hooked and I was able to just watch it all. Like not when it was on TV and people had to wait like however long it was between seasons. And then like the season would have a cliffhanger and they'd have to wait, and like with Friends as well. And it's just interesting when you get into a show that was going on for years and it's all just there on Netflix or Disney or whatever, and you can just don't worry about any of that waiting a year for the next season and stuff. I know I'm talking rubbish, but It's fun sometimes to talk rubbish. Someone says, Evil Alex says, I love the X-Files. Yeah, I wanted some. I wasn't. They're really expensive on eBay, and I wasn't too keen on the Mulder head sculpt. He looked a bit weird. Scully had a good head sculpt, but she only looks good if you have the overcoat on her because her body is so skinny, and Scully's always been quite a, not thick, not skinny, into my memory anyway, but yeah, just normal. But yeah, I thought the Scully figure was too skinny, and Mulder's face looked a bit weird, so I didn't bother. But they're out there. You can get Sideshow collectibles ones as well, but they're not very good. Is the Spoken Man ever going to actually fucking die? Don't tell me. Well, we probably, because he loves to pop on the old cancer sticks. So do I. To be honest, I want one now. I do. Never smoked on camera. Try not to do that. Try not to introduce you to such horrible habits. It's a disgusting habit, but I really fucking fancy one, to be honest. Right. Hang on. BBFC states Terrifier 2 uncut. Running time approximately 138 minutes. Yeah. Isn't the uncut one 150 minutes? I don't know. I'm not sure. But yeah, either way, apparently, at least the one on Sky TV in the UK, you can order it on Sky, and that's definitely got like a bit cut out of it, like 12 minutes or something. But yeah, we'll see, man. I mean, I still want to see it, and if it is the cut one, then it is what it is. It's a shame, but yeah, I just want to see the damn movie at this point. It's tough waiting to see it. It's tough. Dead Space, really? Question mark. Props to John Carpenter. Ever since I found out he was a fan of the game, I was like, whoa, got a good game on it. On if you, well, John Carpenter says he's playing it and is a fan, sort of thing. Yeah. I remember John Carpenter putting out there that he was loving Horizon Zero Dawn as well. So I thought I'd give that a try. It wasn't for me, to be honest. But yeah. That leak with GTA 6, that was a big one. Big leak. All that footage came out. Not of the finished game or anything, but we know now that, cover your ears if you don't want to know where the next GTA is set. Vice City again. I was really hoping they'd cross the pond and do GTA London again. I think you're not going to top the location of San Andreas. It had everything. It's just such a infinitely fun map to go around on. I don't see how Vice City is going to top it. I think England, London, and have like outer London rural kind of areas as well, like a big GTA 6 map in England with London in the center, big London, going all the clubs and theaters and all that shit. But also, if you want to steal a double-decker bus and just go mental, you can. Or if you want to just drive out into the dark, rural nighttime in the woods and finding random little houses and little pubs and stuff. Just Vice City again. Woo, great. I mean, I'm sure it's going to be fucking great. I'm looking forward to it. Whatever the fuck it is, it's GTA. But it's also worrying that Dan Houser, I think his name is, the main guy, he's not there anymore, apparently. I think he's not involved with this one. I don't know. I could be wrong. That's what I heard. I read a while ago. Andy Kerr. Hang on. Get back here. Oh, Barbarian. Something about Barbarian. Saw the trailer for that when I saw Halloween Ends. Gave me the wheeze, that did. Barbarian. I heard it's good. I said 2 weeks ago that Halloween Ends was never to be as good as Barbarian, Pearl X, and Terrifier 2. Andy Kerr. I enjoyed Ends movie. Only downside for me was not seeing Mr. Myers enough in it. Miranda Geek. Hello, Dean. Do you remember my channel? I'm going to be honest and say no. Do not take offense. You might have to jog my memory. Send me a little link, cheeky little link, and I will then be reminded. I'm sure it's a great channel. I'm sure it's a fine channel, sir, madam, or whatever you identify as. Got to be careful these days. BBFC states, we did that. Thank you. AC. James, after watching Halloween Ends, I had to watch the Midnight Meat Train again just to calm me down. Oh, God. That's a grim one, that one. Midnight Meat Train. That's, yeah, gets pretty rowdy. The flashback mask they didn't use in 2018 film was excellent. Yeah, I think I've seen that in pictures. The opening titles, font, and color were from Halloween 3. Yes, I know that. Thank you. JB says, if you like Spawn, Flashpoint announced their 1/6 figure is called Flashpoint 1/6 Hell Commander. You should check it out. Huh? What told, or what would you rate it? Sorry, yeah. What would you rate it out of 10? What Halloween Ends? Being absolutely honest and not being ridiculous and saying like 0 out of 10, which it is, but let's try and be, constructive or whatever. Um, 4 out of 10 at a push. Like, trying to think, like, I can't even say, oh, it's because this Myers scene was cool, because no, there was no fucking good Myers scenes. They were either fucking ridiculous or had no fucking reason for, like the whole tag team kill, that doctor and the nurse or whatever it was. That was, yeah, nah, yeah, like 3 out of 10, fucking 3 out of 10. Fuck the 4, they ain't getting the 4. 3 out of 10, fucking 0, shit, dog shit, fucking bollocks. No, sorry. Chuck S. I say in the next movie, if Blumhouse does another one, the events in this trilogy was in Laurie's book. Linky, I was thinking of making a skull with your face mix with a skull for your original skull Batman staple logo that you always put in every video, but it's up to you. Well, don't trouble yourself, Linky, but chat to me on Instagram like we usually do. And that, I know it takes me a while sometimes to get back to you because I'm just working like crazy in a garage doing masks all the time, and I need to get back to that soon. Like, obviously, Halloween's coming up, and I promised some people that they'd have their art masks or their kills masks in time, so I've got to get them done. James, good title for a new horror movie, the the ominous ombudsman. Yeah, try saying that really quickly 10 times. The ominous ombudsman. That scream always gets me. Maybe he's talking about what I was talking about in Terrifier 2, but once the film's been out a little bit and once I've seen it, I'll do a live stream probably and talk in more detail about all this stuff. There's Vinny Art saying hi, saw it too, didn't like this last one. And he says, yes, sir, lol. Linky, nice jacket, must be cold in there. Not really. I just, trying to look cool. I laughed at the opening. Yeah. Yeah, I think I chuckled a little bit, just, because they were going for the major shock value and all that. I was like, yeah, I've seen clips of Terrifier 2, mate. You can shove your intro up your bum. Myers is Nick Castle. What? Myers is Nick Castle. Let's be honest, the shape. Yeah, James G. Courtney though, man, as well. He's an amazing Michael Myers. Not in Ends though. No, nothing about it. Evil Alex. Hello, what's up? Hey, Evil Alex. Haven't seen the film yet. Just want to drop in and say love your videos, man. Hope you're doing well. Thanks, Evil Alex, if you're still here. That was a while ago you left that probably, but hope you're doing well, man. Lanky Lee, Art or Pennywise, which would you be more afraid of? Well, Art, because it turns out, at the end of Terrifier, he's able to come back to life, so you can't kill him. And he will. you know what? That's actually something I was gonna talk to David Howard Thornton about because I still haven't got him on the channel. We were gonna do a Zoom meeting interview and put it up on the channel, but he said I'd have to wait until after October. Okay, but then I noticed, wow, we're going to that. I think you have no, yeah. So hopefully soon. Um, what was I going to say? Yeah, Penny, Art the Clown, definitely, because he's fucking vicious, man. He'll spend ages just picking away at you until there's nothing left, and you're still clinging to life. It's horrible. Pennywise, any day, just get on with it when he just do you in, iron you out. Web designer says, "Hey Dean, as much as I enjoyed Kills, I feel like 2018 Halloween should have been the end of the franchise." Yeah, well, that would have been a great ending, man. When you think about it, the whole film, the end of 2018, great way to end it. Fine. The family, she's stabbed, but she's blatantly going to hospital. She's going to get help. They're all going to survive. Great ending. Fine. And the way they shot the burning house, they kind of shoot it in that way where he, you don't see him in there anymore. It's like, where is he? So I love that kind of, well, he must have got out somehow. He's just fucking out there, and that's what it is. Like October 31st is coming up, and there is always a little part of you that kind of hopes that maybe he is out there in real life somewhere. Maybe there's maybe there is a Michael Myers, but they couldn't have given a flying shit about that. So they just stabbed him a bunch of times and chucked him in a fucking meat grinder or a car grinder, whatever it was. Hey Dean, as much as I enjoyed Kills, I feel like oh yeah, so I did that. And the next one is watching tonight. Halloween Ends. I am very excited, man. By the way, is there a NECA Halloween Ends coming up? Thanks. I don't know, but I'm assuming there definitely will be because they've done them all so far. Demon says hi. Hey Demon. Vinny Art says NBC show was great. NBC show was great. Which show? I might have Master Splinter, he says. What? Yeah. Oh, what? No, hang on. I'm not sure what he's talking about. Did you see the new Halloween movie? Says Demon. Yeah, I did. And it was fucking terrible. I didn't like the new Hellraiser. It was okay at best, says Vinny. All right. Evil. Oh, Julianne Moore. That's it. From about an hour ago when we were talking about that. Not your fault. You probably told me straight away, but I'm only just getting to it now. JB Beats, you still can get that Hannibal figure on the TNS figures for 85 USD. It's the R World version. I recently bought that one. Looks great. It comes with the mask. I need a trolley, maybe make it himself, sort of thing. Yeah. Joshua, how long we done? 1 hour and 23 minutes. Get it up to 50 likes. Just one of you mother flippers. You hit that button. You give me the big 5-0. Yep, there it is. Thank you. I think Corey should have been killed when he encountered Michael. It was like watching Batman and Robin. Also, the final fight was rushed. Alex Belmont says, can't wait for the next Halloween movie that reboots the franchise again. Hopefully next time they keep 2 as canon. Yeah, who knows, man. They're definitely going to bring it back at some point, though. So I just hope it falls in the right hands, Linky, you should do a custom Halloween Rob Zombie version. What figure? Oh, or a mask? I've never done a Rob Zombie Myers mask before. If Mad About Horror sold them, if they were a thing, I don't think Tots have even done them, have they? But if they did, I'd definitely try because I love the Rob Zombie masks. I definitely want one of those for my collection. I'd rehaul them and get them all sorted out. Jedi Knight says, hello. Love your unique display collection, Dean. Thanks very much, Jedi Knights. The mouse is evil, says Vinny. I'm lost. I don't know what's going on anymore. The mouse. What was where's the mouse? Oh, I rewatched Sleepy Hollow on Netflix when that came on. Great film. probably one of my favorite Johnny Depp films, Sleepy Hollow. He's funny in that. He's funny. It's a good performance. Great atmosphere. Lovely look to the film. It's good. Love the X-Files, says Evil Alex. And then he also goes on to say, from where you got that Predator 2 NECA 1/4 figure. Can't find one for a normal price. That reminds me, someone was brilliant, and they I've been meaning to. Oh, I left it too late, because if you leave it too late to reply to someone, the amount of messages I get, if you leave it longer than a day or 2 days, you'll never find that message again. And someone offered to sell me the unmasked version of that quarter scale Predator with the open mandibles, and for a great fair price. And I was going to do it, but then I just needed a few days to figure out some stuff financially or whatever. And I knew I was going to go back and get it, but then I couldn't remember who it was or where the fuck the message came from. Was it an email? Was it a DM on Instagram? Was it a DM on Facebook? Was it a pigeon carried message? I can't remember. I think I've missed out on the opportunity. If he's watching, doubtful, especially an hour and a half in. But if you're watching, sir, I was about to say I still want it, but do I really? Because I've got nowhere to put it. So no, I'll probably leave it now, to be fair. But thank you for the awesome offer. Very nice. Hannibal NBC. That's what he's talking about, I think. Hannibal. Fair play to you, Vinny. Vin. There we go. Any news on when John Rambo will ship? You are so lucky to have an early sample figure. Oh, he hasn't come out yet, Rambo. Yeah, he's right over there. I had him for a long time before I even did the video. Yeah, I had him for like a month before the review even went out. It's crazy. But he's great, man. I'm sure he's on the way soon. They listen to all the people kicking off about the head sculpt, even though I think it's absolutely fine. I don't know. Maybe just there are maybe certain figures that a phone like this. Actually, my phone I'm holding in my hand is what I use for everything, apart from this live stream right now, which I'm using a laptop. But I use my phone for everything, and maybe that's the kind of figure that needs a DSLR, nice zoomed in, proper lens, and all that stuff. I don't know, but I thought the pictures looked good, especially the outdoor ones in the jungle, the woods, and that. I think it's great. I don't think it needed to go back to be tweaked or anything, but they listen to you, so that's good. At least they listen. He also goes on to say, Mr. Deadpool Red Suit says, I missed out on Vice City. I would love to play an up-to-date graphically Vice City. Sure, London set back in the 70s would have been amazing going to Soho. Yeah, 90s, early 2000s setting rather than the 70s. 70s could have been cool too, all the cars and stuff, but the thing about setting it in like a modern day or even in the 90s, you could still just have those 70s cars available. You can have cars from the 50s, 60s, 70s, 80s in a game set in the 90s or 2000s. Gives you more options for radio stations. The more recent it is, you can now just have 80 stations, 70 stations, go the full thing. But I think GTA London would have been amazing. I didn't hear any rumors that that's what they were going to do. I just thought that would have been a great idea. But going back to Vice City again, yeah, fair enough. For those of you that didn't play that back in the day when it was out, I remember clearly that day when Vice City actually got released a day early in my local game shop, and I was in a band at the time, and I was literally backpack on, ready to walk out the door. And for some reason, whatever it was, I guess I was just double checking on my receipt. I called them and just wanted to make sure they had reserved me a copy. And the girl picked up the phone and she was like, oh yeah, we're selling it now. We just started selling it. I fucking legged it, man. I ran to that place on the way to band practice, and I got the game and I had it in my bag the whole time we were doing like a 3-hour long band practice, and I couldn't wait for it to end so I could go home and play Vice City. And the first time Billie Jean comes on when you get on that moped, man, it was so amazing. Go back and play it now. The graphics, obviously, they're absolute, they're not very good graphics anymore, but back in those days, it was amazing. It feels like it wasn't even that long ago, but it was. Stormtrooper, hey Stormtrooper, he says, hey Dean, please leave the stream on your channel tonight. I'm going to watch Ends later and then watch this to see your thoughts. Yeah, well, so far I think I've managed to keep it together relatively well, considering. So you should be all right to find this on the channel later. Evil Alex. John Carpenter said in an interview that Blumhouse is talking about Halloween 3 remake and said he had more ideas for anthology films. So I think that's what's going to happen next with the franchise. That's very nice, but they can shove it up their ass. I'm not fucking interested. Bullshit. Bastards. Look what they fucking did. No, you don't get off that easy. I'm not talking to you, talking to them. Tristan M. Sad to see that Myers was so I can't read that word. I'm stupid. In the movie, maybe disrespected, or maybe I just can't read what that says. He reminded me of a grandpa with the mullet from the Texas Chainsaw Massacre. Uh, Vinny says I was making a joke about Master Splinter Myers 4 years in the sewers. Oh, terrible! Gotcha. All right, Vinny. Sorry, man. My bad. Gotcha. YGB says it's basically Halloween, Son of the Mask. I never did see Son of the Mask, but I heard it was pretty bad. Lenky Lee, reviewer said Halloween Ends, Michael, is more of a symbol like a demon where people can kill a demon, where the original Michael is more of a man. What? Reviewer said, well, yeah, cool. Vinny says Mickey Mouse, Disney, the evil mouse. I got you here. Sorry, man. It's just all the different things I'm reading here. I can never remember what someone said a few minutes ago. Gus, the artist, says the movie sucked. I can't believe that killed Michael Myers. Yeah, it's pretty fucked up. They've lost my respect, man. Like, you know, sorry, I don't mean to be, you know, but let's face it, it does come down to David Gordon Green, Danny McBride, apparently John Carpenter, and whoever else was involved in the writing. I remember watching the special features of Kills and being surprised. One of the people, it was a lady, very briefly in the special features, and she was part of the writing process. And they brought her in after 2018, apparently. And I remember thinking, I wonder was she one of the reasons that this film, the script was so fucking terrible? Because the script wasn't that bad in 2018. It had a couple of cringy moments here and there, like they go on about the boogeyman too much. They really fucking go on about him too much in Kills. Um, but yeah, anyway, it is what it is. Forget about it. It's going to be hard to forget about it, to be honest, because it was so bad. Evil Alex, I'm going open minded into Halloween Ends. Even most people dislike it. I give it a fair chance. Did Ends put a bad taste in your mouth for watching 2018 and Kills? And doing the masks. They that are great, by the way. Thank you, Evil Alex. I know what you mean. So basically, did how awful Halloween Ends was, has that affected my future love for the first film, 2018, and has it affected the way I feel about doing the masks? No, almost, to be honest. But the masks are still fantastic. I love all three masks. Kills is a great mask, man. It really is. My favorite is 2018, but Kills has a hell of a mask. And the more kind of just old and moldy and cobwebs, I still think there's some cobwebs on that motherfucker because people were saying, nah, it's not cobwebs, it's mold. And it says mold on the Mad About Horror website and probably the Trick or Treat website as well. But he was standing in a very narrow area covered in spider webs and cobwebs. So yeah, definitely some cobwebs on there. That's fucking 100%. Um, did you what? Or you still enjoy those films? Yeah, I still enjoy 2018, and there's still some cool moments in Kills. Um, but that's about it. That word means elderly and weak. Oh, decrepit. Decrepit. Sorry, it just looked weird. I know the word decrepit. It just looks weird. I don't think I'd ever seen it written down before. Cool. you decrepit cunt. But but I've never actually seen it written down. So please don't think me thick. Just a little bit ignorant, which is it's different. Different. Ignorance can be cured with knowledge and effort. But if you're thick, you know, you're thick. Vinny, I did a stream with full panel yesterday on Halloween Ends, ripping it apart. It's so sad how they destroyed Halloween. Well, yeah, they did. They're not just the movie, but they destroyed a lot of people's Halloween because there's some people out there who they just like Michael Myers and no one else. And imagine how that fucking feels for them watching that shit. How fucking dare they, man? Flogging, tar and feathers, all that shit. Sorry, but you fucking deserve some comeback for what you did to my boy and the way you did it, you motherfuckers. Right. Gus the artist. I think they should have ended the movie in Halloween H2O. Well, yeah. I mean, they decapitated him at the end of that one. So I was thinking, instead of that grimness, chucking him into a grinder and stuff, I think the more that's just so fucking, it's just so over the fucking top. Like, obviously, decapitate him and then burn his remains. That's what you do. And there's no need for the big long fucking parade. That was fucking stupid. And how the fuck did everyone know that was even happening? Fuck me. No, man, just so bad. So all of it is fucking terrible. Such a shame. Such a fucking horrible ending to a potentially pretty good trilogy, man. Started out strong. I always say, man, like they got the fucking mask right. Thanks to everyone involved, Christopher Nelson and I think Justin Mabry and some other dudes as well. They got the fucking mask right. They brought back after 40 years. Yeah, they retconned everything. That pissed off people. I wasn't too bothered about that. I still like some of those films anyway, regardless of whether they're supposed to exist anymore. They really did manage to, when he puts on the mask again in 2018 at the rear of the car and it's daylight and he slams the boot shut and you see him, it genuinely did feel to me like he was back. The original Michael Myers from 1978 had come back after 40 years and there he was on the screen right there in front of me. I felt that they did that. So they started strong. There's some good kills in there and some good stuff. But then the script in Ends just fucking really, and they had loads of time to fix it because there was all the delays. It got delayed by a whole year. And there was reshoots. They had loads of time to fix what was wrong. But it just got worse. Carry the Spark. Hey, Carry the Spark. I remember that name. Thanks for coming back, Carry the Spark. I honestly couldn't believe what I was watching and why they thought it was a good direction to go with. I don't know, man. Yeah, I thought that many times. I was very fucking confused. I was sitting there. There were points where I was just very, just didn't know. I can't find the words, man. I'm literally lost for fucking words when I think about it. Still processing all the fucking shit. Like I forget things as well. Like it took someone, like when we watched the movie video, I forgot that he grabs her neck and almost strangles Laurie. And I forgot that Allison came in and broke his arm. I know she was there, but I forgot about the arm break bit. And it all happened so fucking fast. There was no payoff. There was no build up. Just a little bit of a fight at the end. And they showed it in the fucking trailer. Well, not so much, the trailer, but also they released the clip where the microwave bursts, or no, the thing in the microwave pops and he turns around and then she whacks him around the head with the fire extinguisher and all that. They showed all that already. And that was all there fucking was in the movie of Michael Myers. And they showed it all already. It's fucking, what the fuck? It's terrible. Everything about it. And the fucking marketing, the cheesy shit with Jamie Lee Curtis in the fucking woods, the bad cosplayer poking out when she's giving her speech and stuff, crying about it being over. All for that. Fucking. Ugh. Vinny, Jamie Lee Curtis did some interview talking about how they attached political climate into the movie. I didn't see what she was talking about. It was just a bad movie. Yeah. Little Squirt says, which werewolf movie do you recommend, Dean? Dog Soldiers, every time. Literally outside the cinema when I was waiting for, we got our seats, we got our drinks and the popcorn and stuff, got settled, and I said, right, I'm popping out for a joint, and I come back, um, and there was this kind of this pretty nerdy dude on his own. Started a conversation with me when I was outside the cinema, just saying, "Oh, you're here to see Halloween?" Well, he asked me where I got my T-shirt from because it was an Art the Clown T-shirt, and he's like, "Where'd you get that?" And he was just, I was only talking to him for a couple of minute or two, but I remember suggesting Dog Soldiers to him as well. He'd never heard of it. I was like, "It's about a bunch of British soldiers in Scotland who end up having to face off against or survive until morning against a pack of really vicious, nasty werewolves." And he was like, "Oh, I might check it out." I was like, "What do you mean, might check it out? You might get the fuck." Hopefully, he did. Fair play to him. Probably just didn't want to seem too keen, playing it cool. Yeah, I might watch that. We'll see if I can fit it in my busy schedule. You watch it, son. You watch it. Dante says hello. Lenky, what's new in the Dean collection? Any more Godzilla or anything else? Well, I'm still waiting for the second and third form Shin Godzilla by SH Monster Arts. They it's a bit of a sad story. I'm not sure if it was genuine because you never know. I knew a person once I worked with who lied about having cancer for a year. I don't know why. Maybe to get the attention or to get presents and stuff. And loads of. I gave her my Chicago Bulls jacket with massive embroidered Chicago Bull logo on the back. I fucking love that jacket. But I gave it to her, and turned out, yeah, it's all bullshit. So I don't know. Well, that's what I heard anyway. Fucking hell. What was the point of that? I can't remember. Oh, yes. So eBay waiting for the Shin Godzilla stuff. It'd been ages, and it hadn't updated on the eBay app saying it had been posted. You know, like it does, saying it's been posted and you've received it. Now leave feedback and all that. And it'd been like over a month. I was like, "Where's the stuff?" And then I got a message back saying, "Oh, the person who had that stuff for sale has died." I was like, "Oh shit!" And they said, "You know, I can either refund you or I can send it." And I was like, "Yeah." I mean, I was very polite and just said, "I'm really sorry." I mean, feels a bit weird talking about something so trivial if you know you're going through this, but if you could send it, that would be very much appreciated. And I'm sorry for your loss and stuff. But yeah, apparently that's coming. It was sent last Saturday from Ireland, so hopefully it should be here very soon. It's been a whole 7 days now. It's only coming from Ireland, but I guess there's delays and stuff. Anyway, but yeah, what's new in the collection? I'm waiting for that. The Shin Godzilla stuff. Oh, and I've the uh 30 centimeter Sakai 84 Godzilla coming. Even though I've got one already, I've got the original one with the mouth open and he's more grey. And I just couldn't resist the more recent one they did with the closed mouth where he looks more evil and aggressive. And he's got darker, more black skin. So that's coming, Lenky. The Rick version of the 30 centimeter 84 Godzilla, the most recent one that they did, X Plus Sakai one. Um, Yeah, all the new Halloween movies look ridiculous. I haven't even bothered to watch it. That's what Little Squirt says. Dante says hello. Hey, Dante. I'm getting a sore throat now. How long's it been? Hour and 44 minutes. Still music playing. Deadpool says, I think Bree Toons discovered the limits of his abilities as an American Werewolf in London never happened. I jest. I think something might have what happened at some point. Oh, what? So Bree Toons was going to do American Werewolf in London, but it never happened. I'm sure it will. He could do, maybe he could do like a mid transformation version or something. But Bree can do it, man. He's my number one horror figure in 1/6 scale Well, actually, that's a spoiler, isn't it? In case you haven't seen that video, but he did very well. But no, I love his stuff, man. He's doing well. Good old Bree Tunes. Check out Bree Tunes on Instagram. Well, yeah, it's BRITOONZ on Instagram. That's BRITOONZ on Instagram. Custom horror figures on 6 scale. He's very good. Geek 41. He was an unstoppable killing machine in kills, but now he's like a wounded animal in the sewers. Terrible direction. Yeah, fucking awful. Fucking piss poor. Shame on everyone involved in that story. Shame on them. Fucking disgusting. Like, I really want to let loose and swear blind. It's just not going to help, is it? So I just have to try and pull back the reins on myself. I really want to fucking tear in, though, man. I do. They really fucking screwed it up big time. How fucking dare you do that to our fucking horror icon, Michael Myers? Fuck you. Uh, be like, say I really feel, Dean. I am. He was, yeah, did that. Do you like horror slaughter or horror like The Grudge and Paranormal Activity stuff? Have you seen Asian horror film? They really scary. Well, my favorite kind of horror movie is werewolf stuff, but there's very few really good ones. There's a handful of good werewolf movies, but I love that the most. A good zombie movie can be fun. I like Bram Stoker's Dracula with Gary Oldman. That's a great one. I'm not really like I've said before when I'm talking about Art the Clown and Terrify. I'm not really into body horror stuff like seeing bodies torn apart and stuff. I'm not really into that. Sometimes it can be entertaining in small doses, like Wolf Creek 2 has a fair bit of some really visceral, nasty stuff, but it's not too much, and it's done in a pretty realistic way. But yeah, I mean, I can handle it in doses like that, like Wolf Creek 2, as heavy as that is. I can handle that. I can handle anything. I've seen Irreversible, which is fucking wrong. I've seen Martyrs, the French original one, which is it's disturbing. It's always stuck with me, that one. But yeah, I'm not really into, like I said with Hellraiser, not a massive fan of all the hooks and ripping flesh and stuff. I mean, I can watch it, it's fine, but I just, that's not the reason I'm there at all. Um, like Art the Clown is so endlessly entertaining as a watchable character. He's so mischievous and evil and twisted, but funny as well. Like the bit you can watch this clip on YouTube if you type in Terrifier 2 scene. You'll more than likely find the bit where he knocks on the door and he's trick or treating and he has a big bag and he wants the lady to give him candy. And there's a moment where she calls him a mime, and if you look, it's really subtle. When she says the word mime, look at Art the Clown's eyes. He really doesn't like it when she calls him a mime, and it's so beautifully subtle. I actually messaged David Howard Thornton, who plays Art the Clown, on Instagram about that scene because it's one of the things I want to talk about in the interview. That reminds me of something I was going to say as well earlier. I have to remember to mention this. Hang on, but yeah, I mentioned to him about, I love the moment in your eyes when she called you a mime, and he said, "Oh, wicked! I'm glad someone caught that." So I don't think anyone had mentioned to him yet about the look he gets in his eyes when she says the word mime. I just thought that was hilarious and subtle, but brilliant. But that reminds me of the thing I was going to mention earlier, but I forgot. I wonder, with Art the Clown, is there any way you could survive? Like, let's say Art the Clown, he doesn't kill every single person he comes into contact with. Although technically, I think he did in Terrifier 1. Like, he killed in the pizzeria, he killed both the guys who work there. He killed both those girls. He kills everyone he comes into. Well, he doesn't kill the 2 cops at the end because he kills himself, kind of. So they survive, but no one else did, I don't think. But if you were turning a corner in the street at night in that town where Terrifier takes place, this is what I want to talk to David Howard Thornton about. I think it'd be a fun conversation. Like, is there any way you could conduct yourself or anything you could say to him if he was standing in front of you? Suddenly you turn the corner, oh, there's Art the Clown. Is there any way out of that situation? Is there any leeway? Is there any approach that you could take to maybe not have him kill you? Like you say, oh, you're Art the Clown. Don't kill me. I think you're awesome. I'm going to go this way. Yeah, you crack on. Would that work? Or would he like, no. Get back here. Knife comes out and, I really need a cup of tea or something. My throat's starting to get sore. But we'll keep this going though, man. That's nice. 64 likes, 60 people watching. That's a nice number. 60. I don't know what my record is for a live stream. I swear back when I did it more regularly, there was one time where it was 105. I remember looking up and seeing 105, and my stomach went. Bleh. I just couldn't imagine the thought of that many people. But 60, that's a bit more manageable. Um, where were we? A lot of people say they watch the new Halloween movies as movies that are so bad they're good. Yeah, well, yeah, after Kills, I can understand that. Not so much in 2018. I thought that was a genuinely good, serious take. Had its silly jokes and stuff like the cops in the car, but I didn't mind that. That never bothered me. The reaction of the kid, the funny kid, he's hilarious, and he was in Ends as well. Remember the bit where they're doing the procession and like he's walking with everyone else. Did they have candles or some shit? Or was it torches or phone lights? I don't know, but yeah, man, fuck me. What? Let's move on. Yeah, Goofy. I'm not sure, of course. I haven't seen it, like I said. And then Keon, is that you say it? 1995. Hey, bro, what's up? Just subscribed. Oh, thanks, man. Thanks very much. Appreciate that. Evil Alex. Kills actually my favorite sequel because of Myers, the kills, and music. Every scene with him was badass for me. Me too. Every Myers scene in Kills I really liked. It was all the shit in the hospital. It was fucking terrible. It goes on way too long. It makes no fucking sense. Chasing after a 5 foot something fat dude with long hair when you know Michael Myers. I mean, most of those fucking people didn't even know who. Jesus, don't get me started. Just fucking stupid bullshit. Yeah. I understand the problems people had with dialogue and story, but every Myers scene was cool, and I agree with that. Yes, sir. Miracle the House Kid. It's an interesting name. Big shame we didn't see that much of Myers in what they call his final. He deserved better for a final send off. They can kill him, sure. I had this vision in my head earlier today, just seeing him. Like, yeah, fine if Laurie kills him, but he really just like have it happen in the fucking street, and she's got a fucking gun or something. He's wounded, but he's just like fucking Sarah Connor shooting the T-1000. There's Mike Echo there. Hey, Mike Echo. But I don't know, just something earn it, like he's an unstoppable fucking killing machine, but he just keeps fucking coming. The whole fucking movie could have been one big cat and mouse, one big final Laurie versus Michael. It could have been brutal, it could have been awesome, fucking awesome. Other people getting killed along the way, but basically the whole fucking final film, one last fucking fight between, one last chase and fight between those two. And Jesus, the fucking idea they had for the movie, and they actually went ahead with it. Fuck that. Fucking terrible, awful pile of shit. I'm not holding back, man. I'm telling you, it's fucking terrible. If you haven't seen it yet, I'm sorry, but it's fucking gash. If you like it, I don't know what to say, honestly. Caleb's TRD Crush Off-Road. Personally enjoyed the storyline. So there you go. There were definitely things that I didn't enjoy. However, the acting and such was much improved. Love the idea that Michael regenerated some from killing the cop. I don't know. Nah, man, I didn't like it. I thought it really. I found that really funny. Like, he starts like and coming back, getting strong again and shit. Nah, none of that. None of that for me. Fair play to you though, mate. Crack on. Lenky Lee, Dean, do you have an extra Michael 2018 mask hairstyle on Instagram? I would love to see it. No, not really. I mean, because every 2018 mask I'll be doing for a customer, unless they specifically want that look for the hair, which I do anyway. For the 2018 mask, I always give them a little bit of that kind of, I don't want to say triangle shape, but it's not dead flat. There is a bit more volume in the middle at the front than there is in other places, but yeah. Evil Alex, Silver Bullet and Bad Moon, underrated werewolf films. Yeah, Bad Moon's great. I also like Underworld, and I don't really like them too much. I've just never been too keen on those werewolves from Underworld, the Lycans. Just call them fucking werewolves. The Lycans, the fucking werewolves. That's what they are. I also they're lichens too. I know lycanthropes, but it's them. It's like the zombie movies where they just refuse to call them fucking zombies. They're runners. They're walkers. They're fucking crawlers. They're they're fucking zombies. Yes. I need to unplug my laptop. That's 100% charged. You're just burning electricity, Dean. In these times, that is not a good thing to do. Glad Chucky TV series did it still good. Yeah, Chucky TV series. I mean, it's woke as fuck, but well, to be honest, I wouldn't have seen it all the way through. I was watching it with someone, and they were really into it, so I had to see it through to the end. But I remember episode 2. I remember thinking if this was just me watching this, I would turn this off now and I wouldn't bother watching the rest. But I did see it all. It was all right. It got better. I don't know if it got better. I just accepted it. When you're in the dentist chair and are you going to be the guy who gets up and runs out midway through your ordeal, or are you going to just fucking grip those side bits and just fucking pray that it ends soon and that you can go home and fucking get out of there? Yeah. Gilbert, I hope for an extended cut version, maybe we will get like the Snyderverse. What of Halloween Ends? What, just more fucking terribleness? No, thank you. If that's what you're talking about, maybe you're talking about Terrifier. I think you're probably talking about Halloween Ends. Evil Alex, Bram Stoker, Dracula, and Fright Night have cool little werewolf scenes. Oh yeah. Ends was so awesome, says Melissa. Can't wait to see Terrifier 2, also says Melissa. And then she has a question mark separately. Hey, Dean, are you getting the Tots Tarman 1/6 scale figure? Not off my own back, because I haven't seen where it comes from. I don't know too much about Mr. Tarman. Gary's Grail says, I feel like we were all cheated by Halloween Ends. How do you have such an iconic character like Michael Myers only show him for about 20 minutes during the entire movie? I don't think it was even that, mate, to be honest. I mean, if you total it all up, I'd be like, total screen time can't have been more than 10, maybe a bit more than that, but yeah. Because Myers will be back stronger than ever. Will go after Allison. Oh, Mike Echo says, "What's up, Dean? How's it going, brother? It's going all right, Mike. Throat's a little bit sore now. To be honest with you, I wouldn't mind a cup of tea or coffee. To be fair, might do that. Take a break at 2 hours. I did that. The movie, Mike Echo says, that movie was so disappointing. I just watched a fan film and it was 100 times better than the actual Halloween Ends. Yeah, no, I think I've seen a couple of those fan films where they do it to be like a continuation after 2018 or Kills. Yeah, some good stuff, man. Definitely better than the shit. Yeah. Alan Carpenter's Dean wanted to let you know people are loving the Art the Clown costume video you did. I've been using it as part of my Halloween display. Got running to through my front window. Oh yeah, I remember, Alan. I think you messaged me. I did see your video. Look wicked, man. It made me upload that video with a better soundtrack by the guy I've got in the background. YouTube channel is called White Bat Audio. White Bat Audio. Copyright free music. Very, very, very cool stuff. He's got a 2.5 hour video I got in the background playing. It's all John Carpenter style music, horror stuff. Sounds like it's from Halloween, like the modern movies. And it's all free. As long as you mention him in the comment, your description, give him credit, then you're free to use his music. It's fucking amazing. Can't believe there's no catch other than just making sure you mention him. He's a lifesaver, man. Back before he came along, I was using the same like 4 pieces of music on every fucking Myers video, and it just started to get really boring. And I thought, I can't use that again, but what else do I have? But now, thanks to White Bat Audio, there's an endless supply of music for videos, whether it's Halloween style stuff or cyberpunk kind of stuff, or not so much Batman, but he's even got a 5-minute long Godzilla kind of track that he put out in case you want to do like Godzilla videos. So much cool stuff. Can't tell you how much that channel has helped me and so many other people as well. I mean, I don't want to put the idea in his head, not that he's ever going to see this, but even if he did say, look, if you want to keep using my music, I'm going to need at least $50 a year. I'll be like, that's more than fucking fair enough, mate. Jeez, I'll give you $100 a year. Your music is awesome. But yeah, keep it free. Free's good. Free's good. But yeah, thanks, Alan. That's really cool to hear that, man. I wish I could see it in person. That sounds awesome. Tristan looked like Michael Myers messed his pants after he killed that cop. Yeah, like jizz in my pants. Yep. Melissa, Terrifier 2, I want to see. Me too, Melissa. I want to see Terrifier 2. I really do. And I have to wait. I have to keep waiting. I don't even know exactly when it's going to be, but Orlando Vasquez, is it? Says she needed to die with him as well. I mean, yeah, I'm kind of sick of Laurie Strode. I don't mind that she survived. It's just the way that the whole fucking movie, the way they did it was shit. And yeah, if you want to have her survive, that's fair enough. She's been through a lot, but after losing so many people, would she even want to? I mean, it's fucking harsh. But she got the sheriff guy. Sheriff, what's his name? I like the actor who played him. Yeah, but he's going to show her his daffodils. Don't know if that was a euphemism the whole time or what. I think it probably was. She just wants to see his nuts. I just want to see your nutsack tonight. Yeah. YGB says, I think the Chucky show was really great. I thought it wasn't any good, but got hooked right away when I started watching. Yeah, no, it's all right. It's good. It's the original guy doing it. He's doing exactly what he wants to do. And to be fair, bless him, I think I forget his name now. Something. I don't want to try and I could just Google it, but I won't bother. The original director of Chucky or Child's Play, and now he's doing the show. And he has always been a gay dude who, growing up in the 80s, I guess, or the 70s or the 80s wouldn't have been easy. And now times have changed and he's able to just fucking let loose. So fair play to the guy, man. He's able to just do his thing. But yeah, like do you know what? Some of the characters in the Chucky show, the girl, when she did the bit where she was taking the piss of his dad that got electrocuted, I was just like, oh man, I hate this bitch so much. I don't think I can watch this anymore because I know they're not going to fucking kill her. Again, I knew they were going to make friends and shit. And I was like, no, I want to see her get what the fuck she deserves. So that frustrated me. But no, it was all right. I watched it all in the end. I liked at the end of the show, season 1, where Chucky was talking to us, breaking the fourth wall and just going through everything that he did. That was great. I love that bit. I can't remember most of the stuff that happened in the show, to be honest, but I saw it through all the way to the end, and I'll watch the season 2 when it comes on Sky soon. Evil Alex, I know you're busy with your awesome rehaul masks, but do you play any games in between? Not so much these days. I try to, but I usually end up working until I just can't stay awake anymore, and then I just, pretty much go to sleep after my little rituals, which I shall keep private. Thank you very much. Yes, we all have our little routines, don't we? You keep mentioning Halloween Kills mask is good. So is the first 2 Halloween before Halloween Kills not good? Not good mask. What? You keep mentioning Halloween Kills mask is good. So the first 2 Halloween before Halloween Kills not good. I'm not sure what you mean there, Linky. Laren McMullen, you finally got your live stream. Laren is the one who asked for the live stream. So that's why. I mean, I might have done one anyway because I wanted to talk about this shit film that we've seen the last couple of days. But Laren, this one's for you, buddy. He says, "Whoa, sorry I'm late. Hope you're well, Dean. Glad to see you live." Thanks, Laren. Hope you're doing well too. Can I take a quick break before I crack on? We still got a few comments. You can come up with some more questions. We'll do about another half an hour or maybe 40 minutes. But I really need to stop for a quick cup of tea or something. My throat's really sore from talking. I'll just get a hot drink in me and then we'll be good to go again. Have a cheeky little smoke. Nothing wrong with that. Well, there is, but fuck it. Look where we're going. Look what's going on in the world. Like it. Might as well have a party. Right. Yeah, stick with me. Give me like 8 minutes, possibly 10 max. 10 minutes. Give me a 10-minute break for Christ's sake. What do you want? Right. Stay there. Or go do your toilets, your business. Make yourself a hot drink or perhaps you want an alcoholic beverage. Perhaps you want to partake in a marijuana cigarette. I don't know. But whatever you're going to do, come back when you're done. Like I will in about 8 minutes, 10 minutes, something like that. Cheese. I'll leave you some background music playing. There we go. So if I leave the microphone pointed over here, you should be able to hear that. You can have some cool atmospheric music playing. Hold up. You should do a live stream on Halloween night if you don't have any plans. Those who know me know that my birthday is on Halloween. Yes. So I got some plans. My birthday boy, Halloween, October 31st. Of all the days of the year to be born, that's when I was born. That's pretty cool. Right. Just put that between my legs and oh no, that doesn't work. Stay there. Stay there. Cool. I need both hands. Right, where are we? Oh, go back. Hang on. Oh, comments have disappeared. I'll get that back again. Hold up. Okay. Comments. Okay. Just finding where I was. Hold up. Okay. Evil Alex, I had a fan film idea after Halloween Kills. They bring in military and lock up Haddonfield and Hunt Myers, a short fan film. Just Myers fighting soldiers, lurking, stealthing, ripping them apart, brutal melee fights. Well, it sounds like fun. Will you get another collectible from Ends besides the Tots mask? I don't know, man. I'm going to see how I feel about that. Right now, I couldn't give a monkey's about owning any End stuff, but I wouldn't mind having the Ultimate NECA figure when they do one, and probably the Tots one as well. I mean, I still love the mask, still love the way he looks, but you really don't see him very much in the movie. Message me those Godzilla music from the free to use music. I want to hear it. Literally, Lenky, just type in White Bat Audio Godzilla. It'll come right up. It's a Shin Godzilla thumbnail. Easy peasy. Dylan Hicks, I should use some of the White Bat Audio music. I'm tired of the YouTube music in my videos, but I don't do videos that much anyway. I prefer pictures. Yes, sir. And fine pictures they are. Laren says, will you buy Ends on Blu-ray? I'm not sure. I want to rewatch it. I don't want to watch it ever again, but if they do a steelbook version, obviously they will with a sick artwork on it. I wouldn't mind having it just for display or like part of the collection, but no, I don't ever want to fucking watch it again. I don't see any reason why I would. Hey, super chat. Mugwump. That's the first one of the night. Thank you very much, sir. Early B-Day greetings. Oh, have a beer on me, pal. Oh, thanks very much, Mugwump. Thanks, man. Appreciate that, sir. That's very nice of you, sir. Thank you very much. Where were we? Do you think Ends is the worst horror movie ever made? No, I wouldn't. Still think that Blair Witch 2 was probably the worst thing I've ever seen, really. I would put Ends right there along with it, pretty much, but that was really bad. I remember that. Evil Alex, my idea for last film would have been similar 4-year gap. Take Corey out of the film. Similar vibe to OG film. Myers comes back on Halloween night, start killing again. Laurie bought the Myers. House waits for him. Oh, right. Laurie bought the Myers house and waits for him. They have a long, epic fight. She kills him, burns house down. I heard that's what they were going to do or something. I remember a rumor where they were saying that the film starts with Laurie burning his house down and that was going to piss him off. No end. So, no. And someone put up a thing on Instagram or Facebook with all the screenshots of moments from the trailers and clips that aren't even in the movie. Most of them are Myers scenes that aren't even in the fucking movie in the end. It's just maybe Laurie would have died with him in the fire. Yeah, maybe. Anything's fucking better than what we got. Laren McMillan. Did we talk about David Howard Thornton as the Grinch yet? No. And my phone is making it look like this stream is constantly freezing, or if that's just my phone. On the laptop, it's not doing that. So hopefully it's not freezing. But yeah, I'm not too sure. I saw a picture of the Grinch with David Howard Thornton on a thumbnail. I was like, oh, okay, is that happening or what? But I'm not sure. I wouldn't mind seeing David Howard Thornton play Freddy Krueger. I think he'd be really good at that. But maybe that would take away from the Art the Clown specialness a bit, you know. But I think he'd be good at it. But just saying. Gilbert, who in the chat thinks Allison is pregnant? Maybe. She got that evil seed up in her. She gonna grow that demon baby. Turn it loose on the world. Laren, I hope this stream stays on the channel so I can rewatch the whole thing. Yep, so far I see no reason why not. OMG, what if Allison's baby is evil because of Corey? Sorry, I guess, and her baby is the new Michael Myers. Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised, man. It's so shit. I wouldn't be surprised to come out with that. Gilbert, yep, the makers can go that way, just like Halloween 6, Curse of Michael Myers. Linky says Laurie Strode's death in Halloween Resurrection or Laurie Strode's death in Halloween Kills? ? I heard Laurie was a good fighter against Michael. Yeah, you know, way better than she should have been, really, realistically. He should have just taken her apart many times, but yeah, I mean, she gets that one hit in early in that fight in the kitchen with the fire extinguisher. He was already a little bit wobbly on his legs, and then she bashed him across the head with the fire extinguisher, and that will ring your bell a little bit. Miracle, the house kid. It would be great to see Robert Englund back in a new movie as Freddy, a backstory or something more serious like part 1. After part 3, I lost interest. Reaper Sins says, we losing all the horror greats. Just said the actor who portrayed Jason Voorhees passed. Is it? Oh, yeah? Not Kane Hodder or whatever it is, like one of the main ones, is it? Surely not. I don't know. I hope not. Max Hammer. Elm Street 4 is also great, and New Nightmare. Yeah, New Nightmare I've definitely seen a few times. I had that on VHS. I like that one. Part 4, I don't really remember too much about it. Apparently it's got a really strong final girl, though. It's Dean, the best horror YouTuber. Oh, thanks very much. El Cala de Ora. Sorry if I'm ruining that, but thank you very much. Linky, Dean, you should do a live stream. Oh, you did that one, Halloween. Yep. Laren, the new trilogy will never destroy my love for the 78 film. Yeah, and it shouldn't neither. So that's true. I hope Moxie is doing good, says Laren. Oh, well, I don't know if she's watching. She knows that I was starting the stream at 6. She might have it on in the background. If you're watching, Moxie, hey, baby. Laren says hello. Do you feel disappointed or indifferent for Ends, considering you knew how bad it was going to be? I knew more than likely it was going to be disappointing. I mean, just, you know, when you just got a gut feeling. And the more I saw little snippets of that Corey guy, I thought, ah, shit, you know, this is not looking too good to me. So it just, you know, it was worse than I thought, though. Definitely a lot worse. So it was quite a shock, to be honest. Gilbert, now I know why the Tots End are so soon available before the movie. You know why the mask came out so soon? Well, I think they tend to release them before the film came out. I can't remember whether they did that with H40 and Kills. I think Kills came out before the movie, didn't it? I remember that little period where rehaulers, before I started doing it, were sort of, you know, doing a lot of guesswork like I'm doing now. And still doing now, because you really don't get a good look at the Ends mask in the movie. I guess the most detailed look you get is when he's standing over Corey before he snaps his neck. You get a pretty good look, but it's a bit dark. But I do remember thinking, because I did a paint over on one of the Ends masks, and I remember when you did get that close up in the movie, I remember thinking that looks more like when I did the paint over than when I stripped it. So there's that, but Let me just have a little swig on me hot drink. Uh, oh, Jesus. Oh, I still haven't seen Beavis and Butthead do the universe. I really want to see that. I love Beavis and Butthead. I don't know how to see it. I mean, I haven't got Paramount or whatever it's called, so I checked on Amazon recently to see if you could buy that new Beavis and Butthead movie on Blu-ray or whatever, but I can't see it there. Can't wait to see that. Eric Henry says, "What are some of your other favorite Godzilla films designs besides Shin?" Good question, Eric. It would be nice to talk a bit more about something pleasant. Yeah. So it started with Shin. Obviously, I was into Godzilla when I was a kid, like the cartoon in the 80s that had Godzuki in it and stuff. I loved that when I was a kid. Apparently, that only went for one season. I remember it being on all the time in England, but maybe it was just repeats. So yeah, Shin kicked that all off again for me. Big time, massive fan of Shin Godzilla. I think it's a masterpiece. Incredible film, incredible design. Love it, love it. Um, and then that made me sort of go back and remember my childhood in the 80s in 1985, I think, when I was 5 years old, and I saw the front cover for Godzilla 1984. On VHS in this old, rental video shop. Good times, man. Good memories. Walking around, getting scared by horror front covers, like the house front cover with the finger pointing the doorbell and stuff, and the front cover to Nightmare on Elm Street Part 2. I remember, and the poster. Gosh, man, I remember that was so back in the 80s that I think they actually had, because Nightmare on Elm Street Part 2 had just come out to rent, and they had the big poster on the window where he's wearing that long coat. And yeah, just memories of looking at the front covers and the back covers of horror movies and just getting freaked out as a kid. You can't beat those memories, man. Um, where are we? Here we go. Hold up. There's a fair bit here. Oh, right, yeah. So yeah, the other designs of Godzilla. So yeah, number one for me would be Shin Godzilla. Then it's difficult, man, because there's still so many I'm learning about, because I'm playing catch up big time. Because, like I said, big fan of Godzilla as a kid in the 80s. Watched a lot of stuff on Channel 4 in the UK, early hours of the morning. They used to have creature features, and they showed the more kind of 60s, 70s Godzilla, where he used to dance and fly and do kung fu on other monsters and stuff. Um, and then it was the 2000, no, then it was the 1998 Godzilla movie, the American one, which I saw at the cinema and I did enjoy it, but I wasn't really thinking at the time, oh, this isn't really Godzilla. But looking back, yeah, that wasn't really Godzilla, really, was it? But I still enjoyed that movie. It was pretty epic at the time. And then, oh, I'm just losing my train of thought now, guys. But there's still so many versions. Like I've seen, because of the X Plus Godzillas, there's like the 90 this version and the 90 that version, and they look really cool. But I haven't seen the films they're from yet. So yeah. But yeah, man, Eric, sorry, man, I can't be more specific. My brain's just fried now. I've been doing this now for 2.5 hours. But thanks, Eric, for that question. Tune in, man, because there's going to be loads of cool Godzilla stuff coming. I've got some great miniature buildings that I'm going to be using for photography in a background of the burning city. I'm going to do loads of cool photography with the SH Monster Arts Godzilla stuff. Make it look like he's in the city on fire, the whole thing, man. Gonna really enjoy doing those videos soon. Plus, got another 30 centimeter Sakai Godzilla coming and some other good stuff too, man. Evil Alex, Black Christmas 2019 is the worst horror movie I ever saw. Blair Witch 2 is even better than that. I haven't seen any of this Black Christmas stuff. I've heard about it, but I've never seen it. Lee Atkinson, hey Lee, says Halloween ends killed Myers before they killed Myers. I hate how they portrayed him as a decrepit hermit, shaking like a shitting dog, barely able to hold a knife and being knocked around willy-nilly. Agree with all of that, Lee. That's it, man. That was fucking shambles. Absolutely fucking disgrace. Mugwump, Dean, have the vague recollection you mentioned that Caustic Plastic might be releasing more vampire figures in the future. If you have their ear, please ask them to consider David from Lost Boys. Yeah, now that one, I can say I've heard nothing about them from that one. More old school vampires for sure, and possibly some vampire hunters. Wink, wink, nudge, nudge. Say no more. Um, but yeah, David from the Lost Boys would certainly be cool. Great film, great film. Love it. I'll have a word. I mean, I've already had a word and said werewolves because I love werewolves. It's like because they've got they're trying to get the rights to is it Long Chaney? Like if they can get those rights, then they can do Wolfman and all bunch of stuff. So they're trying to get all that done. They're really good, man. Those guys, they're pure passion. I really love them. It hurt me when a few people sort of jumped on me when I did the Rambo review, saying, "Oh, he just gives it a high score because they send him free stuff." I mean, Caustic Plastic, they're the only company that send me samples. I don't get samples from anyone else. Actually, the occasional Mad About Horror figure sometimes, but I pay for all my masks. I pay for all my figures from Mad About Horror, apart from a few of the Tots Myers figures, which they sent along for me to review early. And hopefully, I get to do that with Kills soon in H2. But yeah, the reason I give Caustic Plastic so far, they've gotten good scores, is because they send me good fucking figures, man. They're amazing. Even if I'm not familiar with John Wayne that much, I know who John Wayne is, and I know enough about him to look at the figure and think, yeah, they fucking killed it. But Caustic Plastic do amazing work, and that Bela Lugosi Dracula, check out the review for that. And yeah, man, it's early days as well. I mean, they're still relatively new, and they've already busted out some hell of a figures, man. Seriously. But yeah, Mugwan, I'll see if I can mention. I'll throw David from the Lost Boys at them, see what they say. I'm sure Fabio and all that lot, they love those movies. Oh, and Columbo as well. Yeah, that would be good. I have a feeling maybe they'll do Columbo. They haven't said they would, but it just seems like the kind of character they just suddenly come out with. They're doing the Fonz from Happy Days as well, and Nosferatu. It's going to be sick. What's your score for each movie in this trilogy? Okay, so Halloween 2018, I would I give it an 8 out of 10, even though I really like it. And me personally, I'd be more, maybe even an 8.5 or a 9, maybe, just because I love the mask and the way James Tool Courtney played it. The score was brilliant, fucking brilliant. Some of the kills were great. I like it all, man. 8, if I'm being really fanboy about it, maybe a 9. Definitely not a 10. It's not perfect, but it's very good, which is an 8. So I've always say like 7 is good, 8 is very good, 9 is excellent, 10's a masterpiece. So very good. 8 kills, I'd give like a 6 or I want to say possibly a 7 because of the scenes with Myers in them, because they were fucking brilliant. The masks looked great, the kills were great, another great score, soundtrack fantastic. But that fucking dialogue, man, just hurts the film. So I'm thinking like a 7 at a push. Really, probably a 6 out of 10, but a 7 maybe because of the Myers stuff. And Halloween ends, like I said before already, like a 3 out of 10, man. And that's just being fucking generous. I want to give it a 0, but it had some great cinematography here and there. The score, from what I've heard of it, sounds pretty good again. It's like a 3 out of 10 for me for ends. Carl Kelly says hi. Hey, Carl. Rec. What's that? Retro C? If that's how you say it. Says, wasn't there rumors the ends was gonna end with someone finding Michael's mask and his evil transfers to that person? I don't know, man. I didn't really hear about that. I don't know. I don't really like the idea of it. Uh, how you like the mask or scoring ends? Yeah, the mask is fantastic. I like the mask very much, and the score, from what I've heard, sounds good. Don't own the score yet, but a couple of tracks I've heard they sound good. Linky says, could you do a house tour like where your bed and bathroom are? Even outside would be nice. No, probably not, man. I'll keep all that stuff private. Carl Kelly, I think the next film idea should be a direct sequel to H4. And then Thomas Slav says hello. Sorry if I'm saying your name wrong. Do you have a favorite xenomorph design? Yeah, the original, definitely. The big chap, the original alien. Then I don't know, man. It's tricky after that. I love the dog alien, and I like the alien warrior, and I love the queen. But favorite would be the dog, the OG, the original xenomorph. Evil Alex. I like Godzilla design of the reboot American films. Actually, I have fun with those films. Oh, you mean the legendary ones, like the first one in 2014? I like that one. I've got him. Oh, you know what I was saying before? If you were here at the beginning, I've said it in other live streams. How it's weird how someone mentions something and it's always within reaching distance, almost within reaching distance. There you go. There he is, the big guy, the 2014 Godzilla. Did a swap with a customer who wanted a mask, and he said, "Would you be interested in swapping a mask for a X Plus 2014 Godzilla?" And I was like, "Yes, sir. That sounds like a very good deal. I will take it." And if anyone's watching who has any Godzilla stuff and likes to do swaps, get in touch because I got a lot of shit here that I don't really give a fuck about anymore. I've had this stuff since 2007, some of it anyway. So yeah, get in touch. I need to sell some stuff too. Seriously, you know what I have. If you've seen the room tours and stuff, don't be afraid to get in touch and say, "Hey, you know that figure you got? Would you ever sell that?" Probably yes, because I need to downsize quickly. Right. Um. Bloody hell, there's a lot here. 2 hours and 40 minutes. Got to wrap it up soon, guys. I'll get through these. Please don't leave me any more questions. Let me get through these ones. I promise. We'll do another live stream, maybe November. All right. But let me just get through what I got here because my throat is really getting sore. Um, I like. Yeah, did that. Web designer says Michael Myers versus Art the Clown. Who would win? I'm going to give it to Art the Clown, man, because we still, even though I just saw him get mulched, we're still a bit unclear about whether Michael Myers is immortal or what. I mean, he doesn't seem to be now, but we know that Art the Clown certainly can come back from the dead. So I have to give it to Art the Clown. Plus, I just feel like giving it to Art the Clown at the moment. He seems to be a lot more reliable for giving you a good, solid freaking horror experience, giving you what you want and then some. Can't say enough good things. And I haven't even seen Terrifier 2 yet. I've seen bits, but I know that they're not going to let us down. I've seen the reviews. People are loving that movie. It's getting a lot of attention. I'm so happy for them all. It's beautiful. Mugwump, have you watched the latest season of Stranger Things, Dean? Yes, sir, I have. If so, how do you rate Vecna as a big bad? I thought he was a cool baddie. I like that. It's pretty good. Stranger Things. Sometimes it starts off a little bit slow, but you always get into it again. Never skip the intro. Love that music. It's funny because every time I'm watching Stranger Things and that little corner bit on Netflix says skip intro, I always giggle and think, who skips this? Maybe my girlfriend probably would because she always like skips intros. Like, no, leave it. Not that one. We haven't watched Stranger Things together, but she always skips stuff. If you're watching, it's true. um, Foxy Gamer 1987. What do you think about Corey? No, man. I not a fan of the character. Not a fan of the story. Anything. To be honest, man. I just nope. No, just not into it. Evil Alex from Japanese Godzilla are like Final Wars Godzilla the most. What? From Japanese Godzilla like Final Wars Godzilla the most. Yeah, I still got to learn about all this Final Wars stuff. I'm not even sure what that is. I certainly haven't seen it yet. There's a few animated Godzilla things on Netflix. Maybe I have to get into that. I want to watch the Cyberpunk animated thing. Apparently, that's pretty cool because I love the game. Love Cyberpunk. Felt bad for the guys. I know they shouldn't have released it in the state it came out in, but it's a great game now that they fixed it up. And I was enjoying it even before they did all the patches. I didn't have too much of a bad time with Cyberpunk. I was playing it on the PS4 Pro, so it was running pretty good. The occasional funny little bug, but nothing took me out of it really. Did everything, every side mission, everything. Like Just clean the map. Loved it. Just wish they'd do a third person mode. That'd be brilliant because you can make a character look so cool in Cyberpunk, but you never really see it ever, unless you're on a motorbike and you do the view third person. That's the only time you can go third person is on the motorbike. It's a shame. 1984 Godzilla is a great design. Yes, Briscoe. I can't wait. I'm getting the 30 centimeter Sakai, the closed mouth version. Can't wait to do that. Larin, John Carpenter did an interview before Ends came out and said it was a departure from the other films. I couldn't have imagined it would turn out like it did. I wonder how he felt. Don't know, man. Fuck knows. I don't know, man. I don't want to assume he got paid either way, didn't he? So, Carl Kelly. Fun fact, someone along with Danielle Harris told that person her idea for a post Halloween Ends film idea for a H4 direct sequel. Miracle, the House Kid. The only the only good thing about Ends was the track at the end, Don't Fear the Reaper by Blue Oyster Cult. I guess, but I liked the way they the way the original Halloween ends with the different still shots of places possibly where he could be and you can hear him breathing. And you just get those static shots of like the stairway, that living room with the couch, and they did that in Laurie's house, but now that it's all bright and sunny and you can hear the breathing anymore. And then the final, very last shot, obviously, was the mask on the table. That was probably the best bit of the film. Really, was just those final little flashes of different parts of the house and stuff, and the peacefulness of it, and how it kind of bookends that. But other than that, man, dog shit. Foxy Gamer, where did you get your Michael figure and Leatherface? I'm a collector and would love to know. Leatherface, one of them was from Figure Pit, and one of them was a gift. And which other one? What was the other one? Oh, Michael. Where did I get my Michael? I got about fucking 50 Michael figures, man. I wouldn't know what to tell you. Mad About Horror, official figures, custom figures. That's a whole different story. Linky, do you like Godzilla 1984 robot design on the NECA box art or the Godzilla suit design that I mentioned on Instagram? I wouldn't have a clue right now, Linky. My brain is fried. I don't even know anymore, mate. But it's just because it's it's been about 3 hours or 2 hours and 45 minutes. Can't do it, mate. I'll catch up with you soon though on Instagram. You can remind me that. Evil Alex, OG Black Christmas from the 70s is one of my favorite horror films. Has a strong OG Halloween vibe. I think you would love it. Slow burn, but very good mood and atmosphere. I watch it every Christmas now. Fair enough, Evil Alex. I haven't seen it though. Well, if it comes on Netflix or something, I'll check it out. Mugwump, yes, Wolfman would be a gem. Deadpool, where is the neck of Bruce the Shark from Jaws? I don't know. I can't wait to see it. Can't wait to own it. Evil Alex, Clint Eastwood, Western are my fave. Is there a cool figure of him like on poster in his poncho and with his hat? I don't know. I think Sideshow are doing some Clint Eastwood stuff soon, man, in 1/6 scale. Kane Weatherhall. Hey, Kane. Hey, Dean. Hope you're well. Cheers, Kane. I'm doing all right, man. Thank you for joining. Tone XO. Love your OG Myers mask. Oh, thanks, man. Where can I watch the new Terrifier 2? If you're in America, I think it's still out of the cinemas. And if you're in England, it's going to be on Sky Store soon. And you'll be able to get it on DVD and Blu ray soon, too. Stone Sour 8. The art on the thumbnail is a mask or bust. Oh, the art. Yeah, he's right here. Again, reaching distance. Oh, God. Oh, shit. I just made one of his eyes pop out. That's actually quite accurate. Is it the right eye that's popped out? Because he loses an eye in Terrifier. Bollocks. I have to put that all together now again. And he's just lost an eye. Oh. Ouches. Yeah. He's lost an eye. My boy right here. Yeah. Where is his eyeball? Oh, there it is. It's in there somewhere. You can, you can depend on Art the Clown, can't you? He's dependable. He's reliable. He's consistent, and he's not fucking dead and mulched up in a munching machine, is he? Oh. Right. Bloody hell. All right, here we go. Lenky, advice for you from an artist to another artist using modeling color clay. Make the clay flat and then add windows and cut the clay in square shape for Godzilla. All right. That's good, Lenky. Thanks for that. YGB, every day I pray Hot Toys make the new or a big chap with modern tech. Yeah, man, maybe one day. I don't know. Well, Disney are gonna. I think they own all the alien stuff now. Maybe so. Probably. Who knows? Warrior Alien for me says Tone OHM. The original. Talking about aliens now. The original is still great. Can be amazing with mods, but man, a 2.0 would be so cool, so good. Evil Alex, have the same Godzilla 2013 figure. It's big and cool. The Spider Master says, I working on my Splatoon horror film. Splatoon. What, like Platoon, but Splatoon? What, so like Vietnam horror zombies or something? That sounds interesting. I like it. Splatoon. Evil Alex, okay, have a good night. Keep up the great work. Love the rehaul videos and the horror collection video was cool. Thanks, Evil Alex. Brian's Horror Corner. I didn't mind some of the ideas of the movie, but was a weak Halloween movie and a really final to the trilogy. Cheers, Brian. Evam Seb is here. Hey, Evam Seb, check out Evam Seb's channel. He's got some amazing stuff. He recently got an amazing Smooth Criminal Smooth Criminal Godzilla. Oh, I pay to see that. A Smooth Criminal Godzilla. Time to wrap this up, I think. Damn. Oh, sorry. Where was I? Yeah, Evam Seb. He's got an amazing Smooth Criminal Michael Jackson figure statue thing. I recently, because it came on Netflix, I finally saw This Is It, the Michael Jackson footage of him rehearsing for that tour. Unfortunately, he died before all that happened. He still had it, man. He still had it big time. He was just not really singing too much. He was singing all the time, but doing like rehearsal singing, not wearing out his voice like I am right now. Great stuff though. Love Michael Jackson. Miss him all the fucking time. Absolute legend. Miss him. But yeah, Even Seb says, I'm just getting ready to watch Halloween Ends right now. I think it's gonna suck, but I'm still excited anyway. I sent you a PM on Messenger. I don't have Messenger anymore, Seb. Check it out whenever you get a chance. Much love. Seb might not be here anymore, but Seb, the best way to get hold of me is Facebook or Instagram. I don't have Messenger. Geek 41 Dean, are you considering picking up NECA's Last of Us 2-pack? No, I bought it and personally I like it, but the set has its flaws. I had to buy a separate backpack for Joel. Okay. Yeah, I like the games. I have no interest in buying the figures though, but games are good. Angel Lee, can I be honest? Question mark. This is the worst movie in the history of the Halloween movies. Very disappointing. I certainly would agree with that. Yeah. I mean, I'm not I'm not keen on part 4 or part 5 or part 6 because of the mask or Resurrection. Because if the mask isn't right, I just can't get into it. The Michael Myers mask has to look good before anything else. You know, get that right and then do a good story. But yeah, but even with a good mask in Ends, they didn't even. Yeah, yeah, we've covered it. Worse than Resurrections. Yeah, I mean, at least Resurrection's funny. You can laugh. You can get a few friends around and watch Resurrection and have a good time. But yeah. Stone Sour, do you collect SH Monster Arts Godzillas? I have some for trade. Ooh, cool. I do. I have the Shin Godzilla Awakening version. I got the regular version, and I got the second and third form on the way as well. But I am interested, yeah, because I got miniatures, buildings, photography that are in scale with SH Monster Art. So yes, Stone Sour, get in touch with me on Instagram, DKnight333, or Facebook, and talk to me because yeah, I'm interested in getting more SH Monster Arts Godzillas. Mugwump, dipping out. Nice to see you streaming again, Dean. Have a great evening, all. Thanks, Mugwump. Thank you very much for the super chat. Thanks for stopping by. Thanks, man. Just thank you for the support and the love. It means a lot. Thank you. Take care. See you soon. And then the last one, Laren McMullen. No, no longer the last one because Joseph Smith just chimed in. Laren says, this was a blast. Hope you do it again soon. I miss this. Happy early birthday and have a great Halloween, my friend. Thanks, Laren. Again, Laren is the one who wanted me to do a live stream again, so probably you have to thank him if you're enjoying this because he's the one who asked me to do it. Thank you, Laren. Joseph Smith says it's time for us to put more money into our own independent Halloween franchise with different timelines. Set up a GoFundMe to talented directors, only the ones who are fans. And then the last one, appropriately, is Hick Stick Stepper, and he just simply says, Halloween Ends sucked. It certainly did. Briscoe says, great stream, Dean. Good to see you again. Thanks, Briscoe. 1, 2, 3, 4. Yes, indeed. Say your goodbyes, people, because now the stream is coming to a close. And I'm going to go have me some food, I think. Or eat me some chicken. All right, Dean. Lenky Lee says, I'll let you go now. Post on Instagrams on November so I know when you're on here. I don't want to hurt your throat. Oh, yeah, too late. Right there. Very specific place. I got my sore throat. It's a bit weird. But yeah. Thanks, Lenky. Geek41. I really wish this trilogy took place over one night. It would have been cool. I am confused why they didn't continue End's storyline in Halloween Ends. Thanks for the relaxing stream this Saturday evening. Thanks, Geek41. This was cathartic to rant about Halloween Ends. Yeah, it was. Robo Let's Play. Do you think they're going to reboot it? Yes, I do. Of course, there's more Michael Myers down the line. Absolutely. Dylan Hicks. Dean, it's been nice listening to you in a live stream again. I look forward to more Godzilla goodness. Have a great day and a great birthday. Oh, thanks, Dylan Hicks. Everyone, check out Dylan Hicks on Instagram. It's Serious Lug there. Serious Slug. Is it Serious Lug or? Yeah, well, anyway, it's there. Look, that guy. Him. Follow him on Instagram. Pictures. Good pictures. Good pictures. Heath says, have a good day, Dean. I will, sir. Thank you very much. Thanks, Heath. All right, guys. Anything else? Let me just think before I go. Anything else? Fuck, it's a mess in here. You can't see. It looks all neat and tidy behind me. If you could see to the left and to the right, it's chaos. Absolute chaos. Madness. There's boxes and bits everywhere. Okay. Yeah. I will bring you guys a video on that mask, the 78 one by Chris Morgan. I'll give you a showcase video on that with worn footage and some cool photography. I'll try and get you guys some more 1/6 scale horror pose sessions or something before Halloween comes. But I just got to crack on with the masks now and get them out to customers before Halloween. And like I said, get in touch if you want an Art the Clown mask rehauled, whether you want one clean with the glasses from Terrifier 2, the sunflower glasses, which I got right here. Let me just go ahead and get them. I'm an idiot. I should have been wearing these the whole stream. Oh. Yeah. What's up? Do you like cursed Myers? How do you mean? How do you mean? I'm not sure. Cursed Myers. They're not very comfortable though. They do pinch. Right. Oh, I can't breathe through my nose at the best of times, so this isn't helping. Oh mate, I'm on the Sudafed spray. They say you're not supposed to use it more than 3 times a day, but I'm on it like fucking just to be able to breathe. I'm not having a bloody operation on my nose. I know someone who had an operation on their nose, and they said when they woke up, they did it wrong, and he was literally suffocating because they had a bloody tube down his neck. And oh, horrible story. Watch out for that. Yes, I've got about 5 Art the Clown masks available. You can either have it clean with these or bloody. And I've also got about 5 Halloween ends masks that I'm going to be rehauling that are available now. So email me. Email is on Instagram and YouTube. You'll find it. And that's it. I hope you all have a lovely Halloween. If I don't see you before then, I hope you have a good one, guys. And don't let this shitty film that they've made get you down. Remember, Art the Clown's got your back. Check out Terrifier 2. I hope to see it soon. And I might even, if I see Terrifier 2, it's supposed to be coming on the 26th of October, but I doubt that's going to happen. But if it does turn up before Halloween, maybe I'll do another little live stream. We can talk about Terrifier 2. But either way, I'll probably do a live stream whenever I do see Terrifier 2, and we can talk about that then. All right. Don't forget to check out White Bat Audio on YouTube for copyright-free music for your videos. It's fucking amazing. And just say thank you to the guy because he's doing amazing stuff. Briscoe, take care, Dean, and everyone. Cool. All right, guys, I'm going to go. Actually, do you know what? We're like literally 5 seconds away from 3 hours. There we go. And 3 hour stream. Madness. All right. Do you like Michael Myers' psychic powers and ends? No.